I've got friends slightly outside Phoenix, I think, as well. So, but my knowledge of American geography is bad. Canadian geography is worse. like I know Vancouver exists, and I know like Prince Edward Island, and like where like roughly Montreal, Toronto are, and Ontario. That's it.
The people.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, I think my mic's picking up now. Golden.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I just had to.
I can hear you. I can hear me too, which is weird.
I have this. I have the stream muted for now, but I can turn it up a little bit. Hello, everyone.
And then I need to make sure that you two can theoretically see the game.
Do we have to really?
In real time.
We can just guess. we can just guess.
There sure is a ship there. Look at it go.
Oh no, that just died, presumably.
Yeah, you'll just have to guess what's happening based on what I'm saying, and then you get a pop quiz at the end.
That ship there has so many guns. That's a missile ship. Shit.
That's the distraction bit, sir. It's unarmed.
Oh look, it phased. No, it didn't.
The problem is I'm not an amazingly descriptive man. I'll refer to them by name and what they're doing, but sometimes I'll just make excited sound noises. Which is pretty par for the course, really.
I think my catalog of exciting grunts will, I'm sure, enliven this stream.
The both of you are wonderful.
People think they're here for some commentary. No, they're just here to hear three people go over and over again.
But in a professional manner. Professional, like Tim Allen. That's professional noises. Technically. As in, he got paid to make the noises.
Indeed.
I can't do it. I'm not going to try. Hello, Tilt. So, I don't know, actually, if you two know exactly what we're doing today.
I know, I looked at the file, so I have an idea of, like, we have things ahead of us.
I've watched some of them. I don't know if I saw the most recent one.
I can't remember the most. I don't think I watched the most recent one. I think I hopped in briefly, and that was it.
So what we're doing today is the final day of the tournament, which is why I felt it appropriate to get everyone's two favorites up here with me.
I count as everyone's favorites? My goodness, my grunts are going to be even more complimentary than usual.
I mean, I know for absolute certain that Nemo is the Starsector favorite, but everyone seems quite fond of you as well, Thago.
Aw, that's wonderful. Thanks, guys.
Neither of us quite match up to the captain here,
you did a heart to the camera then, didn't you? Like, no, there's no camera, but you did a heart to the camera. That was the voice you do when you like make the heart with your fingers.
I actually clasped both hands over my heart in that kind of like thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was very cute. I bet. We don't have the technology to show you.
I'm sure it was amazing.
We're just going to bet that it was cute. How many lobsters we betting on that?
All the lobsters. Every single lobster. It's a guaranteed win.
Alright, so, for our final round, we have 6 finalists, right? 4 of them were our highest scoring entrants from throughout the entire tournament, and I bet you can guess who they were.
Well, let's see. I'm guessing there's going to be a pair of horrible Leon burgers, although you fixed some of that.
I fixed some of that. You're right, though, that Idiopathic is one of them.
Shame.
We know Ark is one of them because we were having a conversation beforehand.
Yep.
Let's see, there was a missile hell fleet from the round that I
That
was
was
in.
Tilt.
But-
No, Tilt was
Yes.
it was a Missile Hell Fleet, and Tilt's definitely here.
Yep.
Yep. Tilt's in chat. Hi, Tilt. How you
The
doing?
last finalist was the one who actually got really high on the entertainment scores while still winning, and and had like one nemesis. ASK.
Ah.
Nice.
Both rounds, ASK lost to Warrior, and I don't think anybody else.
Which was
That's
ASK's
good
fleet
performance.
again?
ASK was the Phase Madness fleet.
Oh yeah, that was a good fleet. That was a
And
fun
both
fleet.
Yeah, I like
times,
that one.
Warriors first a beam fleet, then a adjusted beam fleet, beat him, and in the second round, shamed him, I believe.
Aw.
Fortunately, Warrior's not one of our finalists, but that nemesis relationship was great to watch.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that can tackle phase fleets, it's just constant beam pressure.
The first fight, the first few seconds of ASK and Warrior's second fight, one of ASK's phase ships, I don't remember if it was a lurker or a duke that got in first. It took 4 tachyon lances to the face and exploded within the first few seconds.
Sounds about right. Yep.
Very
Yep,
much
yep.
set the tone.
That was beautiful. That was fantastic.
So our fifth finalist would have been the audience favorite, but that was ASK. Who do you think the second audience favorite was?
Yui.
Yep, Yui.
Yay!
Reaper Rammer.
Hell yeah.
And then our sixth finalist is Redacted.
It's redacted.
Yeah, I haven't told anyone what's coming.
Wow,
Ooh,
Alex.
exciting.
Wow, Alex made a fleet, huh?
Oh man, that would be amazing.
I didn't think of doing that. I did think of asking Ruby, but Ruby's busy. I should have thought about
You
it.
also don't want everyone else to lose instantly.
Yes. Admittedly, throwing Ruby in there would not have been fair. I don't think.
It's hard mode.
Turns out the redacted fleet is literally what we have here. So we have a single old style Excelsior, and Helmet's actually going to play.
Oh man, you know Yui was working on getting that multiplayer, the networked multiplayer mod,
Yeah,
working
Thago.
better.
She wanted me to talk to you about that because she wants you and me and her to play on stream, possibly.
Yeah, that would be great. I have to. We talked about that ages ago, and then I kind of fell off. I was just doing a lot of other stuff in Starsector for a while.
I'm very
But,
much game to do it.
Yeah, I'd love to give it a shot.
Like, honestly, I kind of promised myself to try and stream at least pseudo regularly after the tournament.
Hi, Yui.
So I do need to do that. Redacted
Hey,
Secrets
Yui.
is Helmet Nesso Brawler. Hey Yui. I keep forgetting that her Twitch name is Spider Duck. I keep expecting like Yui over there because I expect username consistency, even though that is not how life works.
Hey, Desktop's here too.
Yay!
Ah, sweet. Why do I feel like I should? Oh wait, did he run a tournament? I feel like I should know who Desktop is, but I'm blanking.
That's
Yeah,
good. He's been in several tournaments.
Yeah, I've chatted with Desktop before, I think.
You do have a bit of an echo there, Thago.
Oh, I do.
Not like I don't mean as in there's an actual echo. Not like what you're thinking, mic technical audio issue echo.
You mean reverb?
Yes, thank you. No, there's nothing
Is
you
it
need
distracting,
to fix.
or does it just highlight the amazing timbre of my voice?
Definitely highlights the amazing timbre of your voice.
Noise.
Is that how timber's pronounced?
I don't know. I decided to make it sound offensive.
Timbre. Timbre is correct. It's pronounced timbre.
Ah,
Then why does it have an I? That is an
Because it's
O.
French.
Because it's not an English word. It's French.
Oh, screw the French. They don't pronounce half the letters in their words. Say something.
well, the only thing I was thinking about doing was commenting on this
I was
recent
being
nuclear
French and
submarine
just
deal.
pronouncing all of my letters in my words.
Thought the redacted fleet was going to be domain derelict with autostruct heavy armor. That doesn't work as well as you think it does. I've tried it in campaign. The domain derelict ships are kind of bad. They're cheap, but not very good. I did actually consider using domain derelict from all the mods we had available, but I couldn't. It's bad. That's okay though. What we ended up with is, I think, more interesting. Anyway. I guess we'll start here soon. We do have the lobster contest, as always. We did update some mods for the final round, most notably an Arma update, because a lot of things got chunked into Arma in the interim. I don't think it got used too heavily, because, you know, final round, most people are keeping to what their fleets did well and making minor adjustments, right?
Yeah. We've hit the stage where people are like, do I want to be Mimi or do I want to win this thing?
What did happen is that I was asked to update K-Mons specifically because apparently the Phasagon got a buff.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, the Phasagons needed a buff. It was pretty poorly performing for a while now.
It was. I was very impressed with Astral Tour for making it perform as well as it did. Beans, K-Mons, and Arma got updated, I believe. And I lost track of which HMI update I'm using because all of them so far, since the tournament's begun, have been mostly about balancing the remnant stuff, which is banned anyway. So I'm not actually sure which one I'm using.
Fair enough.
But, yes. HMI gets updated every second day. Yeah, so I don't feel very bad about it. Alright, well the benchmark mission has been going on for a little while. We should be loaded up in terms of virtual memory.
Excellent. That was a good Reaper hit that ship just got in, speaking of our FPS test.
Boom!
Howdy,
Boom! Explosions! That ship has guns! Look at how many guns it has!
Alright. So hopefully, we get similar performance throughout the rest of this thing. I'm betting the first mission is going to be laggy anyway! Yay!
Yay! Hashtag professionalism.
How many lobsters will you bet?
So first we have Idiopathic. What do you notice right off the bat?
There's a lot of guns. A lot of guns. Very few ships, very tall.
I'm thinking the total lack of Leon burgers.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. Holy crap.
You're right! My hated nemesis, where have you gone?
Oh my god.
So, this is particularly funny to me, because for a while there in the tournament chat, everyone was obsessing over how to beat Idio's Leon burgers. To the point where I think they were doing detrimental things to their own fleets in order to specifically counter that. Ideo no longer has Leon burgers.
Idio defeated his Leon burgers. That's how this works.
I did warn everyone not to just assume that it was going to be the same as his round 2 fleet, and lo and behold.
Yui, I like Yui's comments in chat. Idio, you bean boozler! That is a good chat. That is a good line.
So...
Big brain. Hey, people have been building to counter the Leos. Just remove the Leos entirely and laugh.
Idio, what you just said, Idio, you were completely correct. I tried to discourage it a little bit, and I think a couple people listened to me, but it was not exactly hard to figure out that that's what was going to happen, was it?
Organizer bias confirmed, working behind the scenes.
No, I just didn't want people to, like, build against one fleet and lose to their other 4 opponents, and that 5th opponent if he did something different. I didn't know Idio was going to switch him out. I just suspected.
Speaking of which, do you want to explain what the scoring is for today?
Right. Scoring is half being alive and half entertainment decided purely by the 3 of us.
Ah.
Wait, I have power?
You
I have power now? Oh my god.
But we're not accepting bribes, not small ones anyway.
Oh, come on! What the hell?
Wait a minute!
Maybe we accept the bribe if it's big enough, but I don't think any of you have that kind of money. Or resources. Maybe if you take the 3 of us out to a buffet and you pay for it.
You know,
I take bribes and steaks, please.
And a
You know,
good
the
buffet,
amazing
not
thing
that
is-
Golden Corral shit.
That's a lot more expensive than it sounds, because as we were discussing earlier in the stream, we all live in very different locations.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking
You
all of
have
us out to a buffet would be very expensive.
Yeah,
Much
I'm
less
not paying
getting
for
us to
travel.
agree on a buffet, I think.
I'll eat food. As long as it's food, I'll eat it.
I'm picky about buffets. A little bit. Anyway, so I don't know how different Idiopathics Patsit here is because it was honestly never really the focus of his previous work. But I do see some things I recognize. Mostly this wing is still low tops and the 3 Xiphos wings and the Hurricane, so still got the Bafflers over here and the Fisher. It's a big brick.
Does it have more bafflers than before?
Possibly.
Hmm.
One thing I'm
Yeah,
noting is that he's put auto-struct only on the frontal 2 modules. They're not on the back here anymore. Yeah.
Wait, I see Autostruct manufacturing.
Oh! Yes, you do. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I just didn't see it so...
It's all good.
We still have the Lurkers here. I don't know how changed they've been. The Lurker has seen so much use in this tournament.
The Lurkers have been unexpectedly strong.
Yeah, I think it's because you don't often get larger phase ships that can actually survive and do things well. And so the Lurker was noteworthy for that prospect primarily. We do seem to have a decent spread. It's mostly point defense, and even the Baffler you could argue is kind of point defense. But we do have these Fishers. But then we have Dobermans, which I can't help but notice are the inverse of Tilt's previous design, which was 2 Gauss cannons, 1 Baffler. Now we have 2 Bafflers, 1 Gauss. And
It's interesting.
nothing but storm boxes.
I do like those flax in the medium. That plus the ship system just makes the front such a point defense wall.
It
It's
does,
amazing.
especially with Bafflers on. The Bafflers are like a tiny version of the Salvo.
Hmm.
So I expect that to work well. And then we have, you know, 1 monitor just kind of sitting here. Going to be a
Wow,
distraction.
monitor with actual weapons on it. What the hell?
I know, right? It's got a fire lance.
What is this? This makes me physically sick. You gave a monitor has weapons? What the hell?
And a Centurion that I believe is similarly for distraction, but is at least armed.
Yeah, I mean, the Centurion, I'm guessing, was just to fill in the budget. And it's going to fly around, it's going to shoot some stuff, it'll be fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is going up against Tilt's redesign, which
So wide.
has something in it. So Tilt's Doberman is back to a triple Gauss setup, which, you know, I don't need to talk much about this, it's a Doberman.
Yeah, we've seen that
But
before.
Tilt has decided
Yep.
to include 2 phase guns.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And I think the main thing that the phase gun had for a buff is this thing. Triples max top speed of ship during phase.
That is a higher number than before.
It is a much higher number. That's
Yeah.
It's new, is what it is.
Speed now becomes 150 in phase.
I don't know if RFC is also new as a built-in. Could be. I don't know. But what we have here are just some flat cannons and 2 big plasma lens projectors.
Plasma lens projectors. I love those. They're so beautiful.
They really are. The system is now
pretty.
temporal shell.
Wait, what? Really?
On top of that, it's
Oh.
been given the time speed up phase mod. And gets tripled speed in phase.
You
So
know, I
guess how
really
fast
wonder if
this
we're
is gonna
about to
go.
see... Yeah, I really wonder if we're about to see, like, oh, mod update. Wow, this is now broken. I guess we'll see.
In fairness, it was so weak before I wouldn't be too mad. Too mad. I'd be a little
Yeah.
mad. We still have Hurricane Spectres. I really should have banned these freaking things. That's what their name is. I should have banned them. We have the Tilts and Forces, which I don't think have really changed much since the first round. Flat cannons and
I hate them.
Exorcists.
I hate them so much. Put guns on your enforcers. Even if they perform well, I hate them.
We have a Wagner with just some Typhoons. We have some Eras with Typhoons and Papillons, which makes me happy because they're pretty. And we have some Greasies with Seth drones, which is borrowing slightly from Badger, I believe is the idea here.
Hmm.
Which, you know,
Yeah, I
worked.
remember these.
By the way,
They were effective.
honorable... Sorry, go on.
I was going to ask, the ship 1-up has ordnance points free, and I was wondering if that's on purpose.
Oh, so that would be because the cost of thrush warheads is tripled.
You tripled it this time. Holy crap.
I see.
I was slightly mean about that, yes.
I see. Okay. Alright.
Honorable mention, though, to Metrez, Metal Slug and Ramirez, and Mad Badger. They were so close to being in the top 4. Like, their scores are really very close. So very much an honorable mention to them for coming quite close to being in the top. Right. Are we ready to just see the first fight here? Oh, I need to set the contest, don't I? That would be cool with me.
Copy of.
Listen, I'm not going to confirm or deny that that's what I'm looking at.
Lobster time. Oh, it's lobster time.
All right.
Now I want lobster, damn it.
I've never had lobster.
I'm actually
It is nice.
not a... I like it, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, same. Like it's
Yeah.
nice. I was like, I'll have it there, but it's like okay. It's not like, oh my god, it's lobster.
All right, bets are coming in. Here we go.
Excellent.
Ah! What? Hi? Napalm? Why did you subscribe? I'm just running a tournament! Who are you?
Ah, it's too late now. You have
Too
a
late now.
subscriber.
He followed like 2 hours ago! Why did you
Thank
subscribe?
Thank
You know,
them.
this is the weirdest reaction to a subscriber. Most people are like, "Oh, thanks for the subscribe," and you're just
I'm
like,
grateful,
"What's going
but
on?
why?"
I don't like it."
I am grateful. Thank you. Also, why though?
Lara's like, I'm walking here.
I don't understand.
I see lots of bets on Idio and Tilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about split.
Yeah.
I do think that some people are like throwing in their lobsters a bit more heavily, but with this being the final and all.
Oh, wow. Skypian goes full in.
Wow.
1,000 lobsters on Idio.
Yep. All right. Let us begin.
Let's have.
Blade Rex got locked out. Oh well.
Now, what do you two
Sorry,
think's
Blade
going to
Rex.
happen here?
Somebody. Mhm. Yep. As per usual, they collide into each other.
Hi, lurkers. Good job. Good job, lurker buddies.
Oh!
Yeah.
Christ, those plasma lens.
Oh
Look at
wow.
all
Wow. That was
Ooh,
painful.
That did not go well.
No,
By
that
getting
lurker.
its own timing right.
I mean, the phase guns aren't really defended. They're going to take damage slowly over time, but they're clearly capable of doing some damage.
Oh, but look at that heavy hit.
Yeah.
The Gauss cannons and the phase are gone. But you can
He's a
see the
fortress
auto
shield.
struct doing its thing.
Yep.
Oh, under half health now.
Yeah, it can't stay there forever. What's this phase gone up to? What you doing, buddy? Backing away, okay.
Getting close. Yeah. Just saying hi.
I mean, with a fleet this wide, it needs to start getting a surround, and then it can start dealing with these front-only ships. But those Dobermans are perfectly covering the flanks, just perfect.
Yeah.
That's
That
the
is like-
job.
Yeah, but how often does that actually happen?
In
be fair
fairness,
here.
we've mostly seen well-behaved Dobermans, mostly. That poor Greasy. Oh, hello.
The Greasy, however, is still alive.
That's a lot of plasma.
Oh, we're
lens.
gonna see some more. Oh, big hits, and the Doberman's following up too.
That
Yep.
may not be enough to kill
Not
Lurker.
enough
It
for
could
kill.
still get away. Yeah, it's gonna teleport
He's out.
The phase gun might chase it.
Oh,
Oh, they just faded out. It's very close.
Phasegon has decided it wants to try and kill it. Does some more damage. Phasegon needs to commit and
Oh,
get
it's been
into
toned down and I still dislike it. I'm gonna be a grumpy old man and shake my cane.
That's not a good idea, Phasegon. Yes, get away from that, please.
these long-range Reaper shots are like really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
I
see
mean,
You
I
not see the
suppose
point
that ship
effect?
does have tons of Reapers, but still.
Idio has a lot of storm boxes, which are somewhat violent if short-lived point defense, so those aren't going to get through.
There's a bit of Doberman on the left.
Dog eat dog world. What you gonna say?
Yeah.
I think the one
And
with
one of them
three
has
Gauss cannons
one of them
will
has
win, all
3
other
Gauss
things being
cannons. Yeah.
equal. That Phasegon is approaching death. The lurker's at the top of the fleet.
It's a surprisingly slow match so far.
Yeah, I was just thinking, oh, well, we say that, and then an era dies.
Oh,
And a greasy,
Ooh.
but I don't care.
it's the end of an era.
This Phasegon is going to get itself killed. It's trying to face tank the Doberman, and it's not backing off to heal. Doberman is bullying the Dreadnought, it seems. I assume that's why it's overloaded back here. Phasegon is making an assault attempt. Not quite
Yeah.
enough.
The Doberman's flux is fairly high. It just you just need something to help that Paragon flank. Oh hey, that lurker's gonna help, right? Right?
Whose side are you on, Lurker? Come on.
I'm surprised no major losses yet. That's an attempt. Oh, some damage.
Ooh, some good hits. I think some of those hurricane shots actually got through.
A couple of them did, yeah.
The Doberman's doing good work, just keeping on bombarding with those Gausses.
Yep, that's all it needs to do, and it's doing it. That module's gonna come off if nothing changes. Oh my!
Yeah. Ooh, overload.
Ooh.
The Reapers got through.
And here comes another one. Ah, got caught.
Come on, get some hurricanes and stuff.
There he goes.
Yeah, a few hits.
A few hits.
The
It's
Doberman's being really
amazing.
passive and not coming up to support.
It's amazing how you got what over 1,000 DPS of Gauss cannon firing there, and it's barely keeping up with the whole regen. It is working. It's doing it. It's just slow.
Yep, another overload.
All right, let's see if we can get some more missiles coming in.
Phasegon might come in with the plasma launch projectors. That would be deadly. It's coming in despite taking a lot of damage for doing so. Not quite in time, though. The main module put up a shield. Ooh, Phasegon might die for doing that.
Yeah,
Phasegon
that was,
might die
that
for
was
the
brave.
attempt.
That was
No.
brave. Yeah, Phasegon goes
It
down,
did.
takes on a Spectre in sympathy.
Yeah.
And this one's eating 2 grand salvos, so it's not long for life if it doesn't get away.
I will say, yeah. The
Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Goodbye, Phasegon.
And the Phaseguns are down.
big hull plus hull regen plus point defense seems to be the meta.
I'm with you in this one, Tego. Like, I guess because I grew up in the good old days where there was no such thing as hull regen, and it just feels weird. Like I think if nothing else, it should stop if the ship is overloaded.
I just don't think it should exist because like you had you had that Doberman firing on the Apatkud for it was over a minute, right? Just slamming rounds into hull, and it just didn't do anything.
Hull
And that's
regen
just
is
not-
not going to be present in the next probably several things I run.
I don't think it should be present at all. I'm an old man. I shake my cane.
Next thing I'm planning on running is going to be a faction-based thingy. I'll still try to make it interesting, but UGH will probably not be present. MHM might
Yes.
be. Tilt's one. He technically has a whole region in there, but it has a lot more restrictions.
Well, I think, something like can regen your hull by a certain percentage. Say you can regen 100% of your hull, reduces total hull points by a third. So you gain in total, but you lose versus any kind of strike. That would be okay.
The other method
Yeah.
I kind of approve of is like, EDs repair drones because A, you can shoot them down. They're limited by the carrier, and they repair very slowly. I've never actually noticed their impact all that much.
I guess so. I mean, I feel like for hull repair, you're kind of skirting that fine line of, does this break the Starsector game design, or does it do nothing? There's, it's hard
Right,
to hit
either
that middle
useless or
ground.
too much.
Yeah.
Another method, Yui suggested a very similar thing where you have a whole mod that just creates drones that can be destroyed hovering around the outside of the ship where they can be shot. Which I think is a decent idea.
I think one thing also that I've noticed about the hull repair is it makes fights a lot longer.
Well, yes, that's by design, I think.
Because like those phasagons, while they're dead now,
Should have been dead a long time ago.
yeah.
But the same
Oh,
could be said
interestingly-
about their initial targets, the lurkers. So,
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The lurkers would just be dead. Interestingly, I think the Dobermans would be even better with no hull regen because they work. They kind of grab the advantage and bombard at long range, and that just doesn't matter. Like, I don't think that Doberman actually has the DPS to kill a module. Like, it literally is incapable of damaging the impact.
Unless they manages to get Grand Salvo to do the damage as well. The
that's
Gulf
true.
cannons alone, no.
Yeah.
I think the
But it's
Gauss
just
cannons
crazy
alone
that-
could do it. It would just take some time. But yeah, with the Grand
Yeah.
Salvo, it would be much faster.
Yeah, it's just crazy that the Gauss cannons are 1,000 DPS of high penetration, and it's just like, well, that could barely damage a ship.
Ooh, Doberman goes down.
Doberman is dead. I think this is actually going to be a shame, which is a shame, because it's not like the other fleet did badly. It's just that anytime it got the advantage, it just couldn't get the burst through because the point defense would stop the Reapers.
I think the phase guns chose their targets and timing a little poorly is the main thing.
Yeah. There we go.
Hideo wins that one. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not a huge fan of the Paragon. I like the phase guns.
This is interesting. I've never used them before.
Yeah, do they have a DP discount?
Actually, they do by 5. I never took it off after they got the buff update,
Okay, because, yeah, I don't know.
so they're like 50.
It would have been interesting to see what regular Paragons did in that situation, because regular Paragons would outrange the Dobermans, I think.
It wouldn't move nearly as fast though.
That's true.
Be able to get as many
I don't
shots
know.
off. I don't know. So that is one win for Hideo versus Tilt. Let's see what's up next. Oh look, it's Hideo again. This time versus Yui though, and Yui has made a few changes. So first thing is that these now use caliber bombers, those hecaton torpedoes,
Oh, damn.
which are quite nice, I think. We've also got a Talon rail to just spit out talons. Yui said that she doesn't actually know if this has that much of an impact, but that whenever she had Talon rails on here, the rest of the fleet behaved better, and she doesn't understand why.
That sounds like tournament
Yep.
testing to me. Yep.
that
That
is
sounds
Star
right. Yep.
That is Starsector.
And then one low top. 3 of those. We have the... So we have the upcycle
Frankie,
mitigators,
come.
right? These
Yeah.
are the ramming ones. We have a Thunderbirds mitigator as well, though. This one just has an ordinary burn drive, and what its shindig is missile reloading. There's a long thing here. It's very limited missile reloading, but it does exist. It's mostly better for missiles with lots of ammo, as opposed to, say, low tops. It doesn't work very well with them.
Well, the Hurricanes should benefit some. That's
The
nice.
Hurricanes do benefit, yes. So, according to Yui, this is just here for big piles of HE. I mean,
You know,
where
I
the
do
hex
like
cannons
big parts of
are.
HE.
And in that last fight, if a little bit more HE had gotten in on those overloaded sections, they could have killed the Apatcud. So, we'll see.
Fortunately, we do still have our ramming fun here with the upcycled mitigators, which, you know,
Hooray!
I'm very pleased with.
Drill, drill, drill.
There's been some changes to the Gronendale. Yui has taken advantage of the freedom of the mining platforms, so as to have Reapers and a Plasma Lens projector alongside the Arc Emitter, along with a series of hull mods meant to keep the Gronendale alive, apparently.
That is a crazy amount of hull mod. This is a crazy build to have 6 bays filled with mining pods.
Yep.
Is basically Marmadale wants to stay alive.
Oh, they're mining platforms. My bad.
It's just a mining pod with a... You only get 2 of them, and they have long-range lasers. That's about it.
I misread them.
I mean, it's a mining pod with some adjustments, is what it is. So, is that the repair drone or the ammo drone? That is the ammo drone. And there's 2 more ammo drones here, missile reloaders. And then Charles.
Hi, Charles.
Yui has told me that despite wanting to change Charles, she has been afraid to touch Charles for fear that he will behave less.
Charles!
Because Charles has been everything she wants, and she doesn't want to accidentally break him.
Oh, Charles.
Everyone's been quite fond of Charles, as I understand it.
Charles is amazing.
Charles is a good boy. The bestest of boys.
So, betting is up. Is it Hideo or Yui? What are you two thinking?
I want Yui to win just because, again, I kind of want to see Hideo get at least blooded at some point.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I still have lingering hatred over the Leonbergers, so I want Yui to win.
It's not enough the Leonbergers are literally non-existent anymore.
Nope, it's still in my soul.
The taint remains.
Yeah, I understand. Yui, why did you attempt to bet for nobody?
Cypher is trying to bet 10,000 on Ideo.
Yeah.
How do you do all ins? I forget how to do all ins.
I don't remember. Actually, I thought all worked.
So did I.
I have noticed I have noticed that some people's bets are being dropped. I'm not sure why.
I've noticed that it closes the bets like 30 seconds early. So I do think something's being a little nutsy, and I don't know if it's Switch's fault or Stream Element's fault. I don't know who to blame yet.
Well, obviously the only solution is violent revolution.
Yep. You must wake up in the morning and choose violence.
You know, like I'm busy this Monday.
Take out your diaries, folks.
There
will be a revolution, but it's going to be tightly scheduled. There they go. Hey!
Oh, it's still
three of them. There's three
Oh my
of them
god.
now.
Charles! No, Charles! Oh, it dodged. For a second there, I thought that was going to be a big hit.
Always a lurker duel in that sort of scenario.
It's a great little scrum there.
Charles is flamed out and in low health, but not out for the count yet.
What I want to see is now like 2 fleets of like 10 lurkers each, and they all just jump into the middle at the same time, and see what happens.
You know, it's entirely possible somebody could feed that to me for an exhibition. I'd run it. Now, the one thing I will note is that Yui's lurker is significantly more powerful in terms of offense than Ideo's.
Don't knock Charles. Charles is amazing.
So if Charles gets into a fight with one of the other lurkers, Charles will win. Because the other lurkers are mostly point defense. Whereas Charles has that cannon on him that works quite well.
Okay, here we go.
A lot of damage on one of Idio's lurkers here.
Yes.
Ooh, is this actually gonna keep up the whole regen?
It's bouncing away, so... It's over there, though.
Ugh. I hate hull regen. I just hate it. Because all that work is now, you know, mostly gone.
Let's take a look over here.
Let's see, we have the Doberman and Charles facing
Charles!
off. Charles, no! Oh, that's a Cheeky Reaper. No, Cheeky Reaper does not succeed.
Even the cheeky Triple Reaper.
Get out
Unfortunately,
of there,
those
Charles.
storm boxes, while they have a significant refire delay, that's a lot of point defense DPS in one. Charles, don't face tank the Doberman.
Charles, what are you doing?
Get behind the Doberman. Actually, don't. Not in its current position.
Get inside the fat kid.
You know, those side hits, if they get a couple more good salvos onto the side of that Doberman, that could actually start doing some damage.
Yep.
But I don't see much follow-up coming, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Yeah, now the Doberman's turned again.
It is somewhat high on flux, at least.
Oh,
Charles is trying to do some significant damage.
I mean, I see some glowing hole there. There's some hits.
yeah,
Yep.
there's some hits. There's some
There are
hits.
some hits. The salvo
Yeah.
will keep Charles away for a little while, though.
You know, I really like having a
Ram.
ship be named for a person.
Ram it.
Ram the
Ram.
dreadnoughts! Please. Do it for us.
Yeah,
Come on.
Doberman is backwards. Both of the Dobermans are backwards.
Come on, Kong, you know you wanna. Don't
Charles.
back up. Oh. You backed up.
Mama doesn't. Oh,
Ramming speed!
Well, that
Hey,
did
it got
not
it.
good.
It got an overload. Let's see, is there going to be any missile follow-up? Hecatons? Nope.
Nothing significant enough, I don't think.
Yeah, that's a pity. I suspect the lurkers are just distracting those missile support ships in the back.
Mama Dale supports.
Ronandale is doing a good job, I think, so far. Mitigator, why are you... Is this where you want to be? Are you sure?
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure if that's a good
Oh
idea.
boy. How are those two lurkers of Idios doing?
Are they dead or are they full health? That's
They're
the
up
choice
here
you've got.
dueling with Charles and the remaining mitigator. Charles is winning.
Excellent. It's amazing that they're still alive. I mean, how many tens of thousands of damage do you think they've taken at this point?
Good question. This mitigator is by itself and alone and will die if that remains the case. Charles, help your friend.
Ooh,
Yeah, Charles's breaker cannon is entirely capable of killing them with a bit of focus. Hey, you're overloaded.
come
How'd that
on.
It's just so much point defense. So the point defense stops any sudden AG, and then it regens any gun damage. It's a
It's
horrible
also the
combo.
fact that it's overloaded because it's a multi-module ship. The fact that it's overloaded does not impinge its PDA abilities at all.
Yeah, it's yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Not really anything else to say other than just like, yeah, it's a crazy combo.
Like, it's overloaded. What have we lost? Movement and the main guns. Shields intact because they're on the modules. Point defense is intact because it's on the modules. The fighter bays are intact because it's on a module.
Yep. And how's the regen? Still full. It's like, ah.
This is going on long enough that Yui is slowly losing the ships of hers that do not have the ability to heal.
I will never allow a hull regen in a tournament ever, I don't think. It's just
I would
Yeah.
allow one after some extensive testing to convince me that I'm not going to see a repeat of this.
Ooh.
I don't think I think I just never allow it. I think I go hard no after seeing the shenanigans that it's done this time.
I couldn't blame you too much for that, I don't think. What you up to, Charles?
The thing is that usually that kind of assault would be really good. Like Charles got in, did hull damage, and then got out without taking a shot in return. Normally that would just be like,
Okay,
Lurker down.
boys.
that's decisive. Goodbye.
Mitigator down. Swanky's down. Lurker is down.
Well, it's not a shame anymore. You
It is
know?
not.
Nope, one of Video's lurkers got rammed. That's pretty much a death sentence. If it gets pulled off right. Aw, Gronendale.
Oh, Mombadale. I actually killed the. I'm confused.
I didn't see anything nearby.
Yeah.
It was
That was
missiles.
Huh. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen the Dobermans focus this entire match.
Well, they've kind of been doing their job, right? They've been covering the flanks, at least in the beginning.
I have seen them point away from the major threats most of the time.
Well, it doesn't really matter, right?
Well, they've
Because
been
like
pointing towards Charles, and Charles is a major threat, so it's not that entirely true.
I saw them
Charles
pointing at
is
Shunter.
Charles is MVP.
Hideo's other lurker died at some point, and I didn't see it.
So what's actually left for you at the moment? Is it just Charles and that mitigator?
And the Thunderbird's mitigator, yeah. And the Thunderbird's Wait, is that
No,
an
it's not
upcycled
Thunderbird.
one? That's an upcycled
It's
one at my
upcycled.
ram!
Thunderbird's died a while back.
It's ramming! It died.
It died in the ram. Come on,
Oh.
Charles, you gotta solo this now.
Yui has told me that sometimes Charles will actually do anime protagonist moments.
I mean, Charles is awesome. If there were multiple Charleses, I would actually like. I don't know. I'd be very excited to see both Charles and Jake and Amy. I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine recently. Don't judge me.
Season 8 hasn't made its way over here yet.
I
It's
don't
good. Just
know.
a little too much cringe.
Yep. I don't know how long this is going to last or what Charles is capable of achieving.
Charles just stares into the face of hell.
I think
Flips it
Charles
off.
is going to die because he keeps trying to fly into the Dobermans.
Well, unfortunately, I for one am glad that Charles is coming in fast instead of regenerating all its hull. Because that means that this will be over.
Into the salvo, yes, Charles! Be
Yes,
brave.
Charles. Thank you, Charles. That was most kind of you to our audience.
Having said that, not a shame. Both lurkers died. I didn't see where the one died. But, hey.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, it was mainly just
It was Charles.
it was Charles.
It was all Charles.
Charles is awesome.
Yeah, and the monitor. Not sure what happened to the monitor.
Nobody cares about a monitor, let's be frank. that monitor is an affront to God. I don't care what happens to it.
Are
It's
you
got
really
weapons.
You're that against a monitor actually having weapons?
Genuinely, I would be perfectly happy if it lost its weapon. It's the two small slots. It does not need them. It is more than enough trouble by itself because of how the AI works.
So, ASK then.
Oh, thank God we don't have to watch Idio's Fleet again.
Phase Gone! This time, we have a Phase Gone build with arc emitters and fire lances and a Strahlhammer, which will be very pretty.
The Archimedes at the front?
Yep.
Huh.
It's got
Okay.
a cone, so...
Hmm.
We do have lurkers. Breaker, autocannons, dual flags, and Aegis. So kind of a balanced lurker. And then we have many afflictors with AMBs and Reapers.
Are we using Starlight Afflictors to get around the hull limitation?
I said that you could use a Starlight ship one beyond the hull limitation.
Okay.
So
why there two?
He's technically got 4 afflictors and then 1 Starlight exception.
I see. Okay, right.
A technicality, but it's allowed. And then the Excelsiors, I don't remember which one of you saw it. They were just hanging around in permanent phase last time.
That wasn't me.
I fixed that. They are now behaving and should theoretically do horrible, horrible things.
Nice.
Yay!
ASK told me the Saluki is too fast. He was actually looking for ways to reduce its top speed, but I think he gave up on that.
That is an interesting thing. I suppose we'll see.
A dude that is somewhat borrowed from Ark's design, you know, mining pikes.
Ooh.
Noise.
Ooh.
Duka duka.
Versus Tilt.
All right.
Excellent.
So
Let's see how it goes.
Set.
Who will win this battle of champions?
Choose your fate.
2 fleets enter, 1 fleet leaves.
So I'm gonna set it to 2 minutes this time.
Who runs Starsector tournament?
So, just in terms of pontification, right? ASK has been dominant throughout the tournament. He told me he suspected he wouldn't have been had he been in the other ring of the second round. I'm not sure, but at least as it stands, ASK stands at round 1, single loss to Warrior, having taken about half of Warrior's fleet with him. And then round 2, single loss, shamed by Warrior, and nobody else touched him.
Don't you just love hard counters to phase fleets?
The thing was, right, he was up against so many other strategies. But even with all of the things that ASK did with his phase fleet, Warrior was just enough to take it to pieces. And even then, Warrior's second fleet was not all beams. I don't know. I just find it really fascinating.
I don't remember betting. I think all my lobsters I've gained through passive gaining of lobsters just you give them away.
You are allowed to bet. Even I'll bet once in a while if I feel like
I just keep forgetting. It's I don't think I've ever actually bet, and I'm still like at 5,000 lobsters.
You're better than the people who guessed wrong.
Gambling is bad, kids. This is why gambling is bad.
The minimum bet is 10 and you only have 0. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
You are on the player side in half of your fights, Tilt. Precisely half. Nemo, you're apparently a bean.
Aw.
I still don't know what that's not about. Right!
I take it as a good thing, so.
Ooh, look at those afflictors go.
Phase fleet.
That is
Phase fleet.
stupidly fast. I don't think the arcade ship goes that fast.
Gonna have us a nice space fight.
Ow! Ow, those plasma lens.
Charles, no! Wait, that's not Charles.
It's not
You can
Charles, screw
die.
it.
It's related to
It's
Charles.
not Charles, screw it.
Oh wow, that Phasagon has taken so much damage.
One
Oh.
down.
Oh!
Crap!
It got focused down. The problem with ASK's fleet is that everything is so fast, it can all converge on you in an instant. Which is exactly what just happened there.
Yeah.
The Saluki hurt itself?
Yeah, but
Huh.
yeah, it's a phase ship with self-repair, so it's fine.
I think that ASK's Phasagon is kicking ass. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I was a little bit like skeptical of the front arc, but oh my god.
Yeah. It is quite a bit more powerful than I expected.
There's
There's the
second
next
one.
Phasagon.
Yep.
Where's the
God, the-
Excelsiors? There's one. What's it doing?
Enforcer goes down.
Not a whole hell
Now-
of a lot.
So that Phasagon just popped a module in the Doberman.
Oh, we do have an Excelsior
Oh.
over here, helping kill an Enforcer.
This is brutal. So this is a fleet with offense. Now we're
Yeah.
seeing.
Yes, ASK is just mad dash death, like he always has been, and I love it.
Yeah, this is choice. I like it. See, that Phasagon's better get out of there.
It's hard to watch ASK's fleet because I want to watch so many things at once, but they're all moving so fast I have to choose
Yeah.
one to focus on. Like,
Oh,
I want to
that
watch the
Phasagon is
Saluki, I
coming
want
in
to
the
watch
same-
the Excelsiors.
The Afflictor boosted the damage by 50%.
Come on.
The Afflictors they are blocking the Phasagon's shots, unfortunately. Wow.
Saluki
Saluki
got himself
killed
killed by
itself.
being next to the explosion.
Yeah,
The
Saluki
Saluki
killed
kills
itself.
itself, but still.
That seems to be a trend with the Saluki. Excelsior
On the other hand,
overloaded. Christ.
it was a worthwhile trade. See, even though this fleet also takes advantage of the hull regen, it's exciting, so I don't mind.
Oop, Lurker goes takes another Wagner.
Yep, just the Greasies and the Spectres left, I think. There goes the
Greasy
Greasy.
down.
Oh, Lurker incoming.
Oh!
You can only stay in phase so long, Spectre.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
there's
go
the
down-
Afflictor.
One. There
Oh,
goes.
the
Multiple
teleport.
things.
Telefragment the Lurker kill for the Lurker.
Goodbye.
You know, these Afflictors are really good.
They are kind of like hell mosquitoes, aren't they?
They are.
Alright,
So
well,
not quite a shame, because that killed itself.
It's a
Yes.
technical not shame. It is
ASK
technically not a
Saluki killed
shame.
itself, which is a bit of a theme, from what I understand. Apparently that happens a lot, but hey. So now, Tilt versus Yui,
Woo!
which is going to be... Well, I never know what to say with a Yui fight because I'm just waiting for the... You know, that game-changing
Charles.
ram. Or Charles, yes.
Charles has captured my heart and he keeps it safe. So I have to say that I hope Yui wins.
Charles is something alright.
Let's be honest. There's a reason why you won more like most entertaining fleet. Well, it's second most entertaining fleet because
The only reason I think that Yui didn't get top entertainment score is because there were some votes that were very salty about ramming.
I see.
And very low.
Drill.
Whereas ASK was relatively uncontroversially loved.
I mean, that was just fun. That was just murder all over.
Yes. It's kind of hard not to enjoy watching ASK at work. Can we get some passive lobsters next vote? Yes.
2,000 points of Charles. Let's do this.
Charles.
Changes. Ooh.
I don't understand
Streamer
my own bet
bet.
system. There. I forgot
Yeah,
to
you
put
bet.
the name first.
Yeah, bet, name, then number.
I don't even know if I have any points. Oh, I do.
Exactly. You like me.
If you're in chat, you've been receiving my injections of lobsters.
Right, and I watch you sometimes, like, lurking, so that probably helped.
Why do you do that?
Name,
I'm not
then
entertaining.
number, Burnt Pies. Name, then number. There you go.
Lobsters equal? No, they don't. Lobsters are lobsters. Don't get confused. If it had been meant to be drugs, I'd have used drugs.
Please
use
do not try to smoke a
lobsters.
lobster.
Am I sending you drugs when you win? No, I'm sending you a crocheted lobster.
It looks badass.
It does, doesn't it? I'm so
It
proud
does.
of my fiance. I would love for her to be able to have like more commissions for work for that. She loves doing that sort of thing.
Did Alex
Right.
tweet out that lobster reward? I don't remember.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I sent him a link because I was so charmed by it, but
Oh, that's sweet of you. Alright, let's do this thing. But, no, I don't think anybody knows about the lobster aside from the tournament participants.
all right. So even though I love Charles, I do think these Phasagons could potentially do some nasty things to him.
I agree. Like that?
Like that, exactly. Charles, no!
Charles is dead.
Oh, Charles. You took my heart.
Legend.
You betrayed it.
That is so Charles, though.
Oh my god, that was a self-ram kill.
Oh! What was that janky nonsense just now?
So, like, I will say that Charles went in all alone and didn't phase out, and then you had a self-kill. This is, the AI is not doing well.
What is happening?
Like, the AI is doing remarkably badly for Yui here.
Yeah, Yui normally has much better AI luck. Like that's been one of the defining features of her fleet is that they perform really well, especially when it's time to ram something. Oh, poor Gronendale.
Oh man, this is just painful to watch.
Armadale, no. It's not shame, the Spectre has died.
Yeah, it's not shame, but goodness.
Oh, ram. Dead Wagner. Dead armor on the mitigator too, but it
Yeah, I
doesn't
feel like
care.
these
It gotta go.
Phasagons are being much more aggressive than before. Like, are these Phasagons feeling badly about their performance in the last match or something?
I guess so, because they really are being very aggressive. This mitigator's going to die. Oh, goodbye.
It's surrounded, wow.
Overloaded as well.
Yui's
and-
being taken apart surprisingly quick. Tilt is not really kind of a rushdown fleet, but the Phasagons are going for it.
Well, the Phasagons were part of it, but also just the like double suicide, because the one ship teleported the other one out of, and that was a self-reaper.
Yeah.
Like the one ship, it charged in, almost got killed, and then the teleport that saved it doomed the other capital.
Yeah, it was not a good show.
No, I feel bad for Yui here. That was a good burn drive, though. It dodged the fire. That was actually a good burn drive.
Too bad it didn't ram something, but yeah, it did save it from some damage.
Yeah.
The plasma lens projectors are very nice, yes. I'm a big fan of them. Good work on Dragon's part.
Yeah, plasma lens projectors are beautiful and also functional. Oh, there's the overload. Oh, no, not an overload. My bad.
Oh, the Thunderbird mitigator is down. I think that just leaves the upcycled. Which is going to ram no one in particular. I love the red glare of Reapers. That's never not fun.
Yeah, this was a disappointing showing.
It was. I normally expect a fair bit more from Yui's fleet, but no.
You know, obviously it happened, so like sure, but I feel like in this case, this was almost like a worst possible showing.
I do think this is the worst AI Yui has had so far.
Yeah.
Go on, ram the Doberman.
Grand Salvo.
Ram through a Grand Salvo.
What's the worst that can
Grand
happen?
Salvo's actually not doing much.
No, because it's still got the armor block is dead, but it's still there.
Ah, I see it. I see.
It's extra. There you go.
Overloaded 2 of the modules. Not
And
enough,
point
though.
and give it and present your side to the Doberman now, because that's what you do.
No, those enforcers, I just want to see guns on them.
The phase guns are no longer distracted with the lampreys. Not that it matters.
Yeah, that was, yeah. It wasn't just Charles suiciding, it was also the next suicide that was also a team kill. It was actually kind of a double team kill, because it also killed the other ship that tried to save it.
Yep.
Well,
Good.
Bad luck
Awesome.
all around. Oh, there's a lamprey left.
Oh, hi.
you can do it, buddy. I believe in you.
Yeah, solo the fleet. You totally have the CR for this. Go.
Do it.
It is at 100 CR, in fairness.
I love those little popping missiles, although they are very tough on point defense. Pop, pop, pop.
That's cruel.
Oh, come on, that's overkill. That's overkill, face gun.
Wow.
What the hell?
4
This is
plasma
one
projector shots. One would have
Unnecessary
done.
violence there.
26, 30. Not a shame, but Tilt does
That was
win, despite
that was
having not very much
unfortunate.
of the bet.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Well, sorry, Yui.
Pardon me.
That's it.
Gesundheit.
Alright. So the next match has us with the Redacted. So before I show it off, any guesses what I did?
I'm gonna guess 10 brilliance.
10 brilliance.
A couple of guardians.
Did you create an entire faction by yourself and
Yeah,
saved it until this very moment?
Is this a faction reveal? Is this a faction reveal?
It would have been if I was able to sprite, which I'm not.
Come on, you didn't get Tartiflet and Nia to spend hundreds of hours?
No, I did not. Sticker wins own tourney.
The
I
word
no.
Gandale,
You have to
just the
understand.
horror word.
I considered that. Yes, I really did.
My journey, and I'll win it if I want to. Damn it!
No, when I was were you two here for this? I had to enter my own fleet because Astral Tour,
I remember that. Yeah, I remember.
I
that,
was
yeah.
there for that. I think I was there for that, yeah.
and it came distressingly close to winning, despite my test suggesting otherwise.
Streamer luck.
It was actually stressful because it wasn't supposed to win.
Streamer bias.
Right.
Alright,
Turns
well,
out it wasn't actually AI versus AI. Like, Lahar was actually playing his fleet.
It's the Revenge Fleet from the lowest scoring players.
Forgot this was a thing. Targo is
Oh,
a demon.
Oh my!
wow. Okay.
I say lowest scoring. Astral Tour would have been one of the lowest scoring, but he isn't here anymore. Akitsusuma would have been one of the lowest scoring, but is busy. So it's Rothgarb and Burn Pies and Wasara.
Nice.
They have been given a 10% DP increase buff, as well as my personal help in building their fleet. So let's take a look at it, shall we? My only rule was that they had to keep motifs from their previous fleets, which is why this Liberator LC is here, as well as the Arma mechs. So this Liberator, as we can see, is pretty shield buffed, got ITO and Autostruct. We've got Mining Pikes and Mark IV cannons, which I'm actually a big fan of. Not often used, but very cheap. We have Garegas, which are fitted out with flare guns and burst PDs, aside from their mutilators, which come in kinetic and explosive flavors.
Nice, nice.
The Gregas should do pretty well, from what I understand. We have Lurkers, because of course we frickin' do. These
Hell
ones
yeah.
have been fitted out with Matsars, Aegis, Numion cannons, Stahlhagos Vilings, and an Amboss Heavy. So very offensive.
Okay. Damn.
We have Spectres with Matsars. We have Pomeranians with Hecatons.
I remember those. Yeah, I remember these.
Yeah.
And Asses with Matsars and Pummerers.
You can't say that on Twitch.
Yes, I can. I'll say what I want. And we have an iteration on
Dukes.
Arx Dukes with Hecatons and Mining Pikes. What's the KE on Lurkers? KE. What do you mean KE? Kinetic. Oh, that'd be the Zwilings. They are kinetic. The rest of this is explosive, I believe, yes.
So I have a question for you two. Do you think the Matsars are going to matter?
There's only several of them.
Well, the Matsar's Matsar.
Indeed. Thanks for picking up what I'm putting down, Nemo.
Yeah, no worries.
Also, apparently Scipion thinks that I'm a demon chihuahua. What's the deal with that?
Skypion, explain yourself, please?
You're being called out. Thrown down.
Copy of.
Listen, be quiet. Here's the bet.
Control-C?
Yes, I was right.
Slap Nemo and Targo for the joke. Also no. I refuse.
Well, there you have it.
Also, no, I refuse.
Lobster injection, por favor. Oh, yes. Add points all. Let's do 500.
Nemo is a bean.
Thank you, Pies. Nemo, you're a bean.
Okay. So I've been told.
Is the bean a Gen Z thing? Am I just old?
I think it's a Nemo thing.
It's not anyway. It's not a me thing. Like I know it as an Oni thing. That's why I first heard it.
Right.
Meow.
Do I need to
There's
blame Oni for something again? Or are we talking the other Oni?
There's more than one Oni.
There's Oni with an E in it, and then there's Oni the dude I work with.
I mean, Oni with a Y.
What?
Oni with an I?
With the Y.
Both of them have a Y!
Oni that's Thai?
Oh, for God's sake. Right. I'm starting the fight.
Would you like some
Shut up and
pie?
talk about ships.
Lurkers. 4 lurkers this should be. Isn't it? There's...
Oh, mines!
It
Mines!
is. It is 4 lurkers.
Lurker!
Oh, the
Video's
The Holy
lurker
Fleet's
nearly
lurk-
dies.
I'm good because the Holy Fleet's lurkers waited a split second and teleported to the other side. Genius.
I know.
Alright, let's see what happens to India's lurkers here. I mean, the whole regen is just so fast. It's already back to full health from where it almost died. Lurker time.
One
Lurker
does not
time.
simply explain the bean life. The bean life is
Just
a state of life only
blitzer down.
understood
Blitzer,
without
I mean.
a hot and
Who cares
sweaty
about a blitzer?
lurker on lurker action.
That's a lot
See,
of
that's a
damage.
good amount of hull damage.
And it's over there now.
And there's a half hell. And it's a half hull again.
And it's a 2/3 hull.
Yep.
Thank you for that comment, Skypeon. That's not cursed at all. Oh, we're getting some impacts to the side of the Doberman.
Ooh, yep.
Yep, got a little bit of damage coming in.
It's not a lot, but it's some.
Yeah, but some damage doesn't matter, right?
I don't know if the Doberman has auto-struct. Yes, it does.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem is that some damage it's actually less useful than just hitting the shield even, which is crazy.
You can afford to hull tank, which is weird.
Well, it
Yeah.
does still strip the armor, at least.
That's true. It does. It makes some sort of later follow-up strike easier.
The armor isn't coming back. I prevented that. The armor regen and the hull regen are not allowed on the same ship anymore. That changed a little while ago, after the first round.
Well, this is probably going to be a with auto struct all around. Oh no, there's some disables. There we go.
Of the smaller
Pomeranian
ships,
down.
yes, probably due to the lurkers or the Doberman, perhaps because there's a Pomeranian
I
in front
just
of it. Why are
can't
you
say
doing
that
that?
ass has been destroyed. I cannot say that. Come on.
You just did.
I know.
Oh, one of Video's lurkers is down.
Oh hey, that's going to change things. Without the lurkers distracting, You know what I mean? Like, they do a lot of work distracting as well as killing.
Although one of the Revenge Fleet's Doogs is down as well.
No. Doog. Garega's down as well.
Yep.
Here we go. So a lot of missiles coming in. But now it's safe here.
What?
And it's at 2/3 health. And it's
Yep.
at 3/4 health. And it's at 80% health.
What's that ship that just died?
A Bitzer.
Oh, is
Here,
that
let's look at some of the rest of the fight a little bit.
Yeah, this is gonna go on for a little while. What's going on down here? What are you doing, Liberator? Attack something.
Ooh.
It looks like one Doog and one Garega are trying to deal with this cluster in the center, and that's a poor idea.
Again, those Doberman are doing really well at actually guarding the Petkid.
Yeah.
This one is slowly taking damage not only to its main hull but to the modules.
Destroy Horothgar's and Sekko's
That
asses.
beat-
Yeah, I mean they're not doing a bad job
Oh, and
facing
Dale's
off
other
against these
lurker is
heavy
dead.
ships.
No.
Oh, interesting. All right, so now the rest of those fleet
That's
ships are
destroyed.
gonna come down here.
Yeah, there's nothing else, is there? There's the Centurion, the Monitor, and the two. Yeah, all ships are on screen at the moment. So
Yeah. Oh,
down, no.
that Duke just went down.
We are seeing noteworthy losses on both sides so far. Centurion down,
There goes the Centurion.
which should please Nemo.
yep.
Ooh, that was a very good teleport from the lurker, disabling a bunch of systems.
I think this is going to be decided by how well the Revenge Fleet's lurkers perform from here on out. I think
Yeah.
that ass just got killed by a lurker, though. That's a questionable sentence that I just said.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Look, sometimes when you charge in too hard, the asses are just collateral damage. Nothing. Not a word. Silence.
We deserve silence.
The lurkers are damaging each other with their teleports more
Yeah.
than anything else. I think.
The
They are
Liberator,
driving
I'm
up
not
the
sure what the
flux.
Liberator's up to right now. I think it's trying to help.
Targo, I approve.
You need the Mark IVs to get in there and actually do some and actually get through those shields.
The Mark IVs are a lower range, so it has to commit, which might be dangerous with that Dreadnought backing it up. We do have a
So
dead
now the
module
lurkers
on
have
this
switched.
Doberman here.
The lurkers have switched targets. That might be good.
Liberator's taking a little bit of damage. The Dobermans both have lost a module, I believe.
Yes, they've both lost their rightmost modules.
You know, that Doberman was blocking the Apache line of fire, but it's not anymore.
One of these Dobermans is kinda out here, which might be a bad idea.
Yeah, we'll see. It's potentially vulnerable. We just need some focus fire.
I'm not sure what that salvo was aimed at, if I'm being honest.
The ablative armor.
Oh!
See, that was
Another
another
module?
module down.
Spectre
Spectre
goes
just
down.
died.
It
Oh,
overloads! It overloads! Commit! Commit! It's
The
overloaded!
other Doberman's trying to cover for his friend. Modules are still up providing shields.
frickin' module shields on overload.
It's not enough to prevent all the damage,
It doesn't matter though. Like that was the opportunity, right?
but the Doberman also quickly gets redlined in terms of flux again. It's not going to be able to keep sustaining these assaults. If the lurkers keep swapping in, they seem to have
And
stopped now.
look at that hull. The hull's just already back
Oh.
up. It doesn't.
Liberator down.
Bye, Liberator.
Yeah, all that damage just didn't mean anything because it's already all the way back up. It's just it's really
Spectre down.
yeah.
Don't know why the Spectre rammed the Doberman.
I'm getting a little overloaded one, but it doesn't matter because all the shields are up.
You know, I'm giving Idio 0 points.
Be nice.
Their fleet is just so boring, and it's just so like Munchkin-y taking advantage of the rules, which like they're gonna win all their fights, I'm guessing. But it's not interesting. So Hideo, you have my respect as a fleet builder and my contempt as a watcher.
It's an interesting situation because, like, the Leonbergers aren't there, but the Leonbergers were so mobile that it injected more of it injected more speed into the fight, more energy into the fight.
The thing that gets me is that none of these ships, like, neither the Lurkers nor these Dobermans would be well built without the hull regen. Because it's purely the fact that the hull regen plus the point defense means they're unkillable. Like, other than that, they're actually not that good because their offense is so low.
Idio's sad in chat.
I'm sorry, Idio.
Yeah,
Idio.
We're commenting in general rather than specifically like taking you apart.
I do mean that you get all the points for winning the tournament. Although, maybe that pure offense...
That hasn't happened yet. That hasn't happened yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
That's true. I'm just too salty. The salt, it flows. It flows from me to you and out to our viewers.
So about Ark, then.
Okay.
Ark's fleet is so offensively awesome. It might win.
So, Ark originally submitted something to me that was basically just meant to kill Ideo, and they hated it and they didn't want to use it. They changed their mind, but never got the new submission to me, so this is still a submission they didn't actually want to make and isn't going to be as useful because Ideo changed his strategy. So I feel bad about this, but I don't have a choice.
Including this fight, there are 10 more fights, including this one.
Yes.
Oh, there are 10 more fights.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be another, 3-4 more hours. We're gonna need some breaks. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's not as many fights as last time. We have monitors without weapons.
Yay!
We have specters with Matsars.
Emo, you're not as excited as I was expected for that.
We have lurkers.
I shouldn't be excited about something that should be standard.
With Hoggel's therms and mining pikes. The Bishons are still here, which makes me happy. Because I love them so much.
Little pointy mosquitoes.
And we have Luddic Church eras with low tops, kneecappers, a Beihander, and a Kupferflug. And the legions.
What, we're shopping in IKEA now?
Yes. Record breakers, terriers, low tops, and bafflers. And a single trap mark II with some low tops.
I'm sensing a theme.
The theme is kill it quickly.
Which, it could be successful.
But first they go up against the Revenge Fleet.
Whoops.
So. The Lurker is popular, but I think a lot of that is, yes, due to the hull regen. But I think without it, the Lurker would still be at least somewhat popular, because I think you did do a good job of making a ridiculously offensive phase capital, as it were.
It's an interesting thing that it's whether or not how different the designs would be if the cushion of the regen wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they'd be a lot more like all or nothing. You know what I mean? There'd be tons of just as much firepower as you could put on.
I think that what I'm curious about, right, is if the whole regen were more reasonable, like one of the designs I mentioned earlier, how widely used would it have been?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
What was the thing that was removed immediately at the very beginning? I can't remember what it was. There was something that after the very first day was not allowed to be used at the same time as autostruct.
The armor regeneration and reinforced bulkheads, and a few other things.
Yeah, because that was worse. That was so much worse.
Oh, I remember those fights. You watch something take multiple Reapers, and then 20 seconds later, you're just like, well, it's fine.
Yes, some significant changes were made. Right. I'm sorry, Ark.
Oh, lurkers. Did they just disable each other with their initial salvo?
Oh, damn!
No, they don't affect each other like that.
Damn, Gina!
So Ark's fleet was meant to kill Idio's second round fleet, which means it's, oh my god, all the damage now, now, now.
Well, one of the, I mean, I see some Bishons down.
Yes.
Doog down.
I like this fight already.
This is a good fight.
Yeah.
Ark has built something that I think is similar to their first round fleet, where it's, I'm going to throw all these missiles at you, you're going to die, and yeah.
I mean, there are kills on both sides, though.
Not very
Although,
much on
most
Ark's
of-
side.
Yeah, Ark's side has been all little ships.
Blitzer's down. Tramp down. Bishon taking damage.
The
Yeah,
Matsar
this is-
system and
this
low-top
is
missiles were the
missile-
other thing I should have banned. I banned Sabos, and they're kind of just basically Sabos again.
You know, compared to all the rest of the stuff in here, I think Sabos are mild. I don't think Sabos needed to be banned.
I banned them because I was intending for it to be a fairly balanced tournament. I was doing my best, and I made mistakes.
Mistakes were made. It must have been. It was that other tournament organizer. They screwed you over and then left.
It was the absence of having anybody to help me that really screwed me over. I should not have tried to do it by myself.
Yeah,
Knowledge
even when I
gained.
did a
Knowledge
basic
gained.
tournament, it is rough to do it by yourself.
And I should have worked with Cortanus more, or realized he was going to disappear before including UGH. What holes are the Matsars on for ASK?
The Spectres, did we do, aren't they? No, hang on.
On Ark's side? Everything.
Oh, yeah. Everything.
Yes, very much
I
a
like the sound
learning
of that
experience.
gun.
My first tournament went so lovely, so I was, slightly confident. The Blackrock versus Salar one. It went beautifully.
Well, I think, a lot of mods just aren't balanced. And it's unfortunate, and it's good for the mods to get the feedback of participating in a tournament, and that was the original point of tournaments, but it sometimes causes problems.
I am actually really proud that a lot of, small packs got, exposure here, because their authors rarely ever get feedback.
And a lot of them are really cool and have very cool effects.
Yes. But that's also why things like Matsars didn't have a reputation, because nobody really played with them or talked about them.
That's another great sound, that beam that was just firing.
I know, right? That's Armin, it's great.
Jeez.
It's never too late for a bootleg, Yui. Salar Tech? Yes, is that not how it's pronounced? I don't care, I'm gonna call it Salar Tech.
I always thought it was Scalartique.
Uh-huh. Where's the...
That was a hell of a missile shot, and it missed! Oh!
Who? Is it the Spectre? I guess so.
Oh! The amount of 3-6, the amount of 180s those missiles have done.
Oh, that
Oh,
180 got
damn.
the kill!
What a wonderful final missile that was. What a wonderful final missile that was.
That was fun to watch. So Ark's fleet kicked ass.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it's doing it mostly due to unholy amounts of Matsar spam, but yes. I'm sorry, Ark. You never sent me the backup. If you think these are interesting, General Pablo, there is so much more. So our next one is Idio versus ASK. Yes.
Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting fight.
I do not know what's going to happen.
On the one hand, the plus 50% damage from the Afflictors, plus all the offense, would get through the regen. You never know.
Yeah, this is actually an interesting one.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Especially with all that speed. Like, if those lurkers charge forward, they might just get mobbed. Or they might not. Who knows?
Yeah, Yui, I'm not joking. I was talking to Ark, and they decided to do something that wasn't this, but I never got the submission from them. I guess they forgot about it and fell asleep. I don't blame them. But yeah, Ark has done something very similar to their first round fleet. It is not a kind thing to do, but we'll have to see if it works out against Hideo, especially since Hideo's strategy is not what it was. In any case, with this fight, see, the thing that comes to my mind is I think ASK is going to easily beat those lurkers because he's doing what they do but better, right?
Yeah.
And the Dobermans are not difficult to flank. The question is how well ASK's fleet actually performs, because it has to do things well. It can, but it has to do them well.
Coordination.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not getting
On the other hand,
killed.
you know, Idiopathic's fleet, it doesn't have that many ships, so its distraction factor is actually reasonably low.
Yeah,
Reasonably.
ASK can easily surround and kick it to pieces. I think it's just going to be a matter of whether they do.
Idiopathic versus Alien Space Kappa.
Let's see.
Alright, bets are pretty much
To
in.
be fair, Idio has the best name fleet. I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Yep.
I know, right?
Holy Gen Heresy and the fat shield stacks.
It sounds like an old 70s band.
Yes! Holy
Fat
Gen Heresy
shield
and the
stacks.
fat shield
Oh my god,
stacks.
they're all on top of each other. I don't know who's who. Man, look at that point defense just dealing with all those Reapers.
Starlight
Wait,
Afflictor
how did
already
that
down?
Afflictor die? That Afflictor, I think it ran into a Reaper.
Kill it! It's so low! Good.
One
Alright,
hit
there's
lurker
one
down.
lurker.
There's the other one.
One lurker down.
Under heavy
Oh,
assault,
the
teleported
speed
somewhere.
of the ship. The speed of this fleet. They're able to keep up with the lurkers. Well, mostly.
Alright. Couple more afflictors are down.
How did the Afflictor die?
There's two afflictors left now.
They're tiny. If something, scratches them while this is all going on, they're gonna die. Oh, Excelsior attacking one of Video's lurkers, doing a lot of damage to it, had a lot of flux built up.
This is the first time I've seen an Excelsior attack.
You can't see it,
That's
but
a
you can
lot of
always hear
damage.
it.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh! Bad teleport. Bad teleport.
Gonna need some flex take for that.
Phase gun comes in. Excelsior comes in to help.
Oh! It's gonna go away!
It teleports and explodes.
Oh, it gets away, but it explodes! It explodes after the teleport.
And Excelsior dies though.
Excelsior
Buster
down
1-2.
somewhere. This is an exciting fight.
Doberman takes
Yeah,
some punishment from a
Doberman's taking some
Saluki. There's a
damage.
lurker over here. And Excelsior
And
is in
Doberman.
front of the Doberman.
You fire things at me, I don't care.
It
I have ammo.
sucks up the first part of the Grand Salvo and keeps sucking it up to keep shooting. Oh, yes. Good Excelsior. Keep it up. Don't do that.
And it's dead.
If you
And
have
it's
phase
dead.
in front of the salvo, you have to eat it. You
That
were so
Phasagon
impressive
needs to-
temporarily.
That Phasagon needs to go in.
The phase gun's being very cautious. Oh! Goodbye.
Oh! Oh, it's,
Yeah.
it's behind the Doberman.
I love the Saluki so much. Just blinks out of existence and something has exploded. I love you, ASK.
Yeah, it's an exciting fleet to watch. And it's also good. There goes the Centurion.
Centurion's down.
The Saluki
One of
pops
the
in and
modules
eats
on the
it.
Doberman.
That was literally a nothing personal kid on the Centurion.
What will the Saluki do next? Ram its face into
Almost
the
kill
Doberman. That's what
itself.
next.
Almost- Almost kill it.
Don't kill yourself.
On the Doberman.
And Afflictor
Afflictor
dies,
down.
it goes flying off into space.
You know,
All
this
that's
has
left is the Dobermans now. The 2 Dobermans and the Patgood.
Not easy targets, and that lurker is not quite dead.
I mean, you know, we've been talking a lot, and that's the 3rd module down on that Doberman.
Is it?
But yeah,
Oh, you're
Only
right.
has 1 left.
This one's been getting tormented by the Saluki and the Phase Gun for a while. If they can take it down in a little bit here, they should be able to push the rest to their advantage.
yeah, they just they
Before that
that
lurker
Phase
gets
Gun just
itself
needs to go
killed.
in. There's a 4th module down. I
No
think.
more modules. No more modules. Oh, let's go
Means
to
no more
Omni Shield
shields,
now.
I don't think. I think it has an Omni Shield, but
It has an Omni Shield. It has an Omni Shield.
it's down.
There
down.
it goes. So
Get
one
out of there.
Doberman down. Now they're focusing on the Apatkud.
The Apatkud is getting some attention. They need to kill the other Doberman, though. Or it
You
will
know, it's
continue
a
to delay
pity that all those Afflictors died.
Well, that Doberman's currently blocked by the wreckage of the other one. So get some damage into the
It's
the
close.
Patgood when you can.
It's close to killing that real module. No! Saluki's dead.
And the
It
debris
ran
goes
into
flying off
something.
in different directions?
I think that's it. I think without that Saluki, they don't have the firepower to get through the hull regen.
I disagree. I think the Phase Gun is capable. As is the Lurker. I think it's a question of how they do it.
There's 2 lurkers as well.
Yeah, and there are 2 Lurkers. Phase Gun is concerning itself with the Doberman.
No, bad idea. If it can take it out, the EMP has shut most of the Doberman down.
Can't shut down the Grand Salvo though.
Yeah.
Nope, nothing shuts down the Grand Salvo.
You know, the Doberman's backing up. Maybe the Lurkers will.
Goodbye,
Oh
dude.
no!
The Duke it was one of the more delicate pieces, so 1 Phase Gun, 2 Lurkers is sufficient, but I don't know who's going to win.
I don't know, man.
That Phase needs to get back in there. It's trying to get into the rear of the Patgood.
The Phase Gun has some pretty serious point defense, so I don't think the Apatsid poses much of a threat to it as long as it's not pointing right at it.
There's a lot of ion coming from those.
Yeah, the Phase Gun
does
does
Yeah,
need to
that
stay
helps.
at range.
I mean, it's almost taking down a module, but I think it has to.
What?
Nope, it's dead.
What happened?
The Apatkud just dissolves things. That's kind of like what it
It's
does.
got,
And
it's got 3 of the.
meanwhile, the Doberman just got down to like 5% hit points, but I think it's gonna survive. Oh no, it vents.
It's venting. It's venting. Might die.
No,
If
it's
they
just
can
the hull.
capitalize on the damn thing, capitalize it. It got in there.
Where
Shoot
are you
it, for
shooting
God's
it?
sake.
The hull regen is too strong. They've probably done 3 or
They've
4 or
entered
5
fear
times
mode.
to tell.
They've entered
Yeah.
fear mode. They're teleporting to the right and facing away.
Like that Doberman has probably taken 5 times its own health bar in damage at this point. It's just
No, they've got Karkino syndrome. They think they're losing, so their teleports are directly to the right and they face away.
huh.
This is gone since my very first tournaments. Karkino
Is it-
syndrome has always been a thing. After a while, if they think they've lost, they'll just teleport to the right and face away. Even if they want to fight, because they're coming back in, they're required to fight by the rules. When timeout happens, they will be made reckless. Doesn't matter. Whenever the thing on cooldown, they will teleport right and face away.
That is such a weird syndrome.
And like again, it's been around for so long. I don't think people have been able to solve it, or maybe it's one of those things that people aren't sure why it exists, like the monitor thing.
If they just
I'm
teleported
so-
behind the Doberman, they could kill it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
The Karkino syndrome.
Yeah, they
Teleport.
teleport directly away and face to the right. I'm just so frustrated by that hull regen. I really hate it. Yeah, this is an AI fail. This is, I don't think they have the power to take down the Apatkud, because the Apatkud is... The Apatkud, I don't think the two of these phase ships have enough firepower to get through its regen.
I think they
So
do,
it's-
but they would have to stop having Karkano syndrome.
No, I think if the Pack had just let them shoot for a couple minutes, I don't think they could take down any modules.
That no, I don't agree at all. I'm sorry. They have
Okay.
enough HE on them that I think they could burn through the modules one at a time. If it were all one ship, maybe not. But the modules split up the effectiveness. Having said that, we're not going to find out because, well, Karkano syndrome. That is
Yep.
extremely frustrating.
Yep. Again, it's one of those things I don't know why that is. No one's mentioned to me. It's like someone says it's keyed off the Hyperion teleport system, which may be true, but that means that the Hyperion also has Karkino syndrome because it's I first noticed it. But I think I was casting very early tournaments, so it might have been with you, Thago, or it must have been with like Boss was casting the early days back with me.
Yeah, I did some casting.
Show-
Yeah, you did some with me, and but
Yeah.
it was one of the ones like we had a fleet with the Karkinos, and for some reason, whenever it could have just jumped in for the win, like an aggressive jump would have won it, it would just teleport to the right and face away. And because it's the Karkinos, it takes forever to get back into fight again.
Yeah, it was a constant problem, and we saw it here. Yeah, and it's
Yeah, but-
weird is that it's not like it teleports away from the enemy. No, it teleports exactly on the x-axis.
I'm fairly certain the Karkinos like predates the Hyperion, doesn't it?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I mean, the Hyperion's phase system is different now than it used to be. Did they change? Did the AI get changed along with the new system?
Dunno.
It must have, because like the new Hyperion teleport system is like, not only is it very different, but the AI uses it fairly well. So it must have a new AI.
Might be worth like taking that AI, slapping on the Karkino, see what happens. I know
Yeah.
Cicerin is gone, but somebody could bootleg it. Same key tag. We have different hints. Alright. Alright, so, remember what I said about arc submission? Time to see how that works out, huh?
Okay.
Nice.
So this is technically designed to fight against Leon Burgers, but
It was technically designed to fight against Ideo's round 2 fleet with the Leonbergers, yes. It's going to be a
But
bit
fast
sad
damage
if it
is gonna be
doesn't beat
important.
the person it was intended to beat, though.
yeah, fast damage is important here.
I think the lurkers are dead. Ideo's lurkers. Just like Yui's lurkers, I think they're going to pop in and get hit by a roughly 20 Matsars and explode.
All right, let's see this go.
So what's the betting looking like? None on Ideo. So far.
We're all hang on. Okay, let's do this. There you go.
Alex is thinking about the legacy IA being able to be used. Interesting. Alright, now the bets are roughly split.
You mentioned it and you affected the bets. My God.
I'll talk about
must
whatever I
be-
want.
you must
It's
be-
their lobsters to lose. Alright, now the bets are almost exactly half. Well,
I have no idea how does winning math work then? Is it like does the whole pot get added to the winning team and split due to the ratios of Lobster's bet?
I think so. I mean, how else would it work that would be fair?
I don't know. Not a clue.
All I know is that it vaguely functions, and I'm unwilling to touch it right now.
Fair. Fair. Absolutely fair.
Alright. Shall we?
Yep.
There's Ideo's lurkers.
Okay. I wanted to
There's
go
the dead
find
Ideo's
one. Oh, damn. Oh, those Bishons just completely took it apart. Oh, goodbye, lurker number one.
Lurker number 2.
Oh, so close.
The Matsars followed. This lurker is primarily made of point defense, and it's still having these problems.
Oh yeah, the Mat Stars after they burst are really difficult to intercept.
Whee!
And those are very good at guidance as well. And they managed to put those are mining pikes that make contact with hull over there, so...
Yep, which means they do actual considerable damage.
Yep, there's about... that module's almost down. It's overloaded as well.
Dead.
That's the first time today a pack has lost the module.
And it's gonna lose another one.
They're getting into his way at the moment. But that was the hangar module. So no more ion beam no more ion beam Xiphos.
Yep, which that takes out a significant amount of... That's most of the Apache's kill power right there dead. Because that's also where all its threatening missiles were. So that's actually the most important module to take off.
Yeah. Monitor goes down.
Bishon over here tormenting the lurker.
Yep.
Like, I have a test mining pike explosive to you. You can teleport all you want. They're going with you.
I don't know if the mining pike projectiles stay upon a teleport. They detonate pretty quickly. Bishons are taking damage. They are rather small after all.
Ooh, that monitor is doing good work.
That much is like, hey, I'm a monitor.
Look at me! Shoot me!
Well, that's the thing. Like, always put reckless AI on your monitors.
What I want is a gun that when the projectile impacts the shield, it runs a check of, is the shield a monitor shield? If yes, ignore.
Why?
Fortress Shield Buster?
No, specifically monitor Fortress Shield Buster.
Oh, okay.
It does nothing to it does nothing to anything else. It just kills monitors.
You know, tac lances are actually decent monitor killers. Because their
They
hull
kill
is not
everything.
that great.
I want a specific monitor, like a very, very specific, entirely useless weapon, except for this one job it excels at. You get one shot over the course of an entire round. It cannot be reloaded, but it does exactly enough damage to kill a monitor.
Okay,
If
I
Fortress
was
Shield
thinking,
and Flux Shunt die.
I was thinking something like, 1,000 range, Gauss cannon velocity, just kills a monitor. It's a hit scan.
Maybe you get one shot. Like, it's just not, you can't abuse it, but you get one shot for that one monitor who's being a pain can just die. And the AI can't use it properly. It has to be player controlled.
Well, here we go. Here we go.
Oh. Yeah. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is so good. This is so good. This is so good.
Support.
Mining pike's coming in as well.
You have to remember that Ark's lurkers, while it has mining pikes, the big weapon is kinetic, so it doesn't have quite the high explosive that we've seen from other lurkers.
It overloads as well.
Some Bishons coming in to help.
They've
You
got
can
the
do
mining
it.
pikes.
You can do it. I believe in you, monitor.
Nemo wants a very
Oh,
specific
here you go.
fuck monitor's weapon to satisfy his anti-monitor fetish.
So now the main
No,
module is going to be
I do
exposed.
not regret typing this.
Thank you,
You're not lying,
Skypion.
Skypion.
I love you.
It's not a lie. Do you hear that text-to-speech? Because we don't.
I hear it.
Okay,
Ah, interesting.
cool. That makes sense. Because we have no idea. Like, we just keep ignoring it.
I
I'll
think
usually
the
respond
packet's going
to it.
down.
Lurker, why are you hugging the Apaca?
Look, it's
Because
sad.
it wants
it's
to
gonna
be
see
friends.
Yeah, the best of friends.
I think Ark's having the most trouble with the Dobermans, actually. I mean, that was the one part of the fleet Ark didn't expect, so I guess that makes sense.
Another mission goes down.
Oh, Emil's here too. Hi, Emil. Interesting of you to show off.
Oh, there's the overload.
And
But
some
it's
damage.
still just a lot of...
No, the
It's a lot of-
central module is really low.
Quite low, yes.
Yeah, just get a...
That module staying there has really like given it a lot of forward armor.
The Lurker just-
Yeah, why is that module still there?
because every once in a while things don't explode. I do think sometimes that like wreckage is really resistant for like no apparent reason.
Oh yeah, sometimes you have wreckage that it's just like, oh well, I hit it with 10 Reapers and it's still providing cover.
Still there, still ticking. Like the ship it was the wreckage of has like 10,000 hull, but I've hit this thing with like 1,000,000 damage and it's still in one piece.
There it goes.
Well, there it goes. There it goes.
And yes, Emil, I know my tournament is very scuffed this time, and that it is my fault, and I am sorry.
Wait, is it still firing on wreckage?
No.
that's
no,
actually
that's-
a ship,
that's
though, I
module.
believe.
Right.
That ship is dealing damage to the ship.
No, don't fire at the Centurion.
If you're gonna die, he's gonna take a lurker with it.
They trim
No, it's
every
not.
module before killing the main thing.
Yep, that's what you do. That's what you do.
And I think that's it. Wow.
Yeah, attack
That's
goes
the
down.
first time I've seen that attack code go down.
Aw, poor Bishop.
Oh. Up. Oh, that was not a great teleport.
So now it's a question of killing the Dobermans, which isn't a given.
Well, there's also that lurker left.
Oh yeah,
Well, it's
there
not
is.
doing too much.
I got confused for Arcs once.
You know, these aggressive lurkers with tons of forward frontal firepower are really doing it for me.
Everyone's gonna go down. That's
These
a
are
very
actually-
huggy.
I
No,
think if
just
you
a
wanted
little
a lurker
more.
with the most frontal forward firepower, it'd have to be ASK's one.
Look at that hull. Look at that hull. There it goes. But it was hanging on against the firepower of both for quite a while.
Is that the GH monitor? No, I don't think anybody's using a GH monitor anymore anyway. Go, Bishon, go! Kill the Centurion!
Not working.
Yeah, it's not working because
Oh
the
no,
Bishon
it
only
has a
has
shield.
HE and the Centurion is meant to be a shield tank, and now the Bishon is dead.
Oh man.
What is
What are these
happening and where?
legions doing? Ah, there's a lurker left. Here we are. We hit timeout. Some nice hits, but not enough firepower to overcome. No, hull's going down slowly.
Karkinos
Ideo's
syndrome kicks
lurker
in
has developed Karkino syndrome. So
because it knows
that's-
it's lost. I think it's linked to if it thinks it's losing.
Do you think it's a retreat mechanic, and then because it can't retreat because of the changes that the tournament mission makes, that it gets locked in the
Maybe?
cycle?
No, because it doesn't. It still displays that syndrome. I think people have found it in campaign, even when there is no retreat order. Yeah,
Interesting.
Maybe I
because it's
couldn't
pretty.
comment
It's a
on
pretty
that.
popular syndrome. Well known, I should say.
Well,
It's
no,
not
that time
popular.
it did. That time it teleported south. So that time was okay.
But it thinks it's okay now. Maybe
I don't know.
It's
It was
very
wrong.
dead.
it was wrong.
was
It
wrong.
was wrong.
Even useless.
Well then, I think we're about to see Ideo's fleet go down.
At least Arc can have that then. Even though Ideo's strategy changed, Arc did still win.
Revenge. Revenge.
So much data. It is glorious.
Oh,
Overloads. There it is.
And we're done. Ideo lost.
and we're done. And we saw what I thought I'd never see.
Took a bit of a toll. Let's see, 9, 18, what's that, 27, 36,
impossible dream.
40, 50, 60, 70? 70.
Win the impossible win.
We're not biased.
Yeah. You know, Idio, I do in fact apologize deeply from my soul to you as a person for how much I hate your fleet. You are a magnificent fleet builder, and I believe you're probably a lovely person too, but I hate your fleet so much. The feelings of pure loathing you've inspired are actually like, it's invigorating. It makes me feel alive.
All right. Tilt versus Ark.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I am going to be so paranoid about the next tournament I run. 'Cause I'm just going to be thinking of this and the mistakes the entire time.
So you're gonna play a vanilla tournament with no Sabas and no Reapers
No,
and no Harpoons?
because I also have to do something that can keep me awake.
Ooh, yeah, that's fair.
only Buffalo 2s.
Oh my
Only.
god.
No weapons. No weapons. Just with ramming AI.
What you're saying is I should have Yui make me a specialized Buffalo Mark II, and then that's the tournament.
Yeah.
It would be fun for an exhibition.
At that point, I should just do a Kingdom of Terra tournament.
Yeah.
You know, that would be fun as hell.
Yes.
Wouldn't it?
Just mammoths. Everyone just gets mammoths.
Pro tip, Kingdom of Terra is absolutely showing up in the next thing I do.
Better.
Kingdom of Terra is just, it's always a good time.
I have never not had an amazing fight whenever Kingdom of Terra is on.
I always feel a little weird when that sort of thing is mentioned, because it feels to me like I used Kingdom of Terra in the 10th tournament, nobody knew it was, and then after that, Sinosaur came back and went, okay, well, since you people know who I am, have a massive update to my mod. I'll just exist now. It feels like I had a part in not only, going, hey, look at this cool thing, but in resurrecting it.
Hey!
You're
With
a member of the
drill
community,
memes.
Baharo. An important, upstanding member of the community.
Oh god.
I am neither important nor upstanding.
You're a mediocre horizontal member of the community?
I am the black market. And the scuff. That is all I can claim. Right, so let's do this now. Arc
Next
versus
fight.
Tilt. I don't actually know how this is gonna go. Drill
Drill and
auto-struck the
auto
eternal
struck.
drill.
Oh god.
I wonder if that would work, actually. I kinda wanna know.
Who
It
is
would
even
work.
fighting? I wasn't paying attention. I was snarking too hard.
It's pure tilt versus our Arc.
Goodbye, Faithful.
Excellent. Oh my gosh!
Jesus, that's a dead phase gone.
You know, that's
Oh
the
my-
thrush. That's the thrush making
no,
the
that's
missiles go too fast.
That's 2 phase guns.
Yeah, because the Phasagons, their AI can't handle the missile threats coming in so fast and get out of the way.
Even if they could, remember, they don't have actual phase, so they couldn't have done anything about it.
I suppose that's true. Well then, hi Phasagons.
So Tilt's dead, basically.
Yeah, that was like the roughest thing.
Yeah, that was scary.
I have been tempted to try and rerun this exact tournament just without UGH.
Honestly, NetStack just wrote the same thing in the chat. It's that whole mod has defined the tournament in terms of like what strategies work, what strategies don't work. Because I think you're right about the lurkers. Because earlier, Harl, you were saying that the part of the reason the lurkers are so popular is because of that.
I feel really bad.
Ah, it's fine. We're enjoying ourselves.
I feel bad on behalf of other people. Which I know is...
Now, this is an exciting fight. A Wagner died.
The blue missiles, I believe, are the Matzers?
Yeah. What mod are they? Stopgap measure, I think? Yeah.
Let's see, Doberman goes down. Well, it's not going to be a shame, I say, looking at the percentages.
What died on our side?
It's 99%, so something ridiculously small.
What, like a Bitzer?
Maybe.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate start, because if some other ship had flown forward and eaten the initial Matsar strike, maybe the Phasagons could have survived for a little while longer. I don't know, there's so many Matsars, it's very difficult for phase ships to survive that.
I am very strongly tempted to try and rerun this tournament just without UGH, but I think that would be not well received.
I think you got to do something different.
Yeah. Plus,
Pretty
I mean,
professional
Metal
idea, I
Slug
think.
wants to run us something here soon. That'll hopefully be more well put together than what I did. Well, maybe not without all of UGH. Some of it was interesting, like this phase acceleration thing. It certainly would allow ASK's massive speed.
This tournament definitely has shown off hull mods in a way that a lot of the other ones haven't. Like every once in a while, you get some really good hull mod interaction. Like I think in the past we had the old shield bypass was sometimes the star.
Right.
What happens if you run a mod with a tournament with no additional hull mods at all?
Honestly, I think it would go well. I mean, a lot of the factions, some factions are aligned to their hull mods, but not most of them.
Like you're allowed to build the built-in stuff is fine because you can't, but no additional hull mods whatsoever.
So no ITU.
Nope, no ITU unless it's built in.
I think that would take a lot of cruisers out of the running. I mean, cruisers are already kind of bad in tournaments.
That would also with no ITU. I guess that would Paragons would go insane with built-in.
Yeah,
Oh.
because they'd outrange
that would
everything.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind. It wouldn't be
Need
that
at least
simple.
a few hull mods.
Or just ban things that have range extending hull mods.
Yeah, it's certainly possible to do a no hull mods tournament. That would be interesting. That would be fast. That'd be a lot of firepower for
Night
throwing
fight
around.
tournament.
It'd prioritize anything that does well short range, which means that ships... What would happen is that any ship that was designed not to have range increases wins.
You know what would be? You know what I'd watch the hell out of is an SO only tournament.
Night
I
fight
wanna-
tournament.
Yeah, I want to see what people come up with because I feel like most of the time we see SO like it's always the same things, but maybe someone would figure something really cool out.
I can see that. Although it is very OP expensive as well.
Okay. Say it's hard to spend OP on some ships, but just don't use those ships. It's not as if you're using every ship just because it's there.
You know, or you could go crazy, have a tournament where every ship gets SO built in for free, including capitals, and every ship has to have SO.
Jesus Christ.
That would be amazing. It might be terrible, like, it might not be fun to watch, but I bet it would be fun to watch.
Like, I think we also like instead of doing like tournaments, just like, especially for crazy ideas, instead of having like a multiple, we just have like one day of exhibitions.
Yeah, I honestly don't mind, like, hey, what about X stupid idea, and then just running a bunch of fights on it. And then that's just
we've
We've
done.
done that before. Something that's also been popular in the past is when people make a new, Vera used to do this. She'd release a new version of her mod, and then one of us would run hey, everyone use this mod and try to beat this other test fleet. And let's find all the broken stuff. And sometimes it would be really fun.
I should do that once in a while. Could be fun.
It's nice as like a one-day event because people just throw in their fleets and you have a good time. The first time I did it, people were actually calling in with new fleets while the stream was running. It was really fun. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
That does sound like fun.
All right, let's see how these afflictors do. Oh my god, I love it.
It's so awesome. I love I love lurkers. Oh, damn! I love lurkers for this though. I love lurkers for the shenanigans that they get up to at the beginning of a fight.
Wow. So that was 2-0 though. Both
Yeah,
the
the
revenge
revenge fleet
lurkers are
workers
dead.
got taken out.
with all the point defense that lurkers sometimes have,
Afflictor down.
those reapers were very lucky.
Is Is it me or sometimes do the lurkers teleporting away have a graphical glitch where they don't actually fade out, they just disappear?
Not sure.
Like I've been looking at some they clearly teleport, but they don't have they don't leave a ghost image. They just go, just immediately. I'm like, what?
I think I've seen that too.
Excelsior and a number of Afflictors have died.
I think the Paragon just ran over the Excelsior. I'm not entirely sure.
Well,
Yeah.
there is an Excelsior corpse nearby. Quite
I
possible.
think the Paragon team killed it. Oh, and there goes the Sluky.
And a Doog.
Dude.
Sometimes you don't see it, you can always hear it.
Nope, that Garega's putting up a good fight. Garega somewhere is dead. Ooh. It caught
It is always. Oh! Those thrush Matsars, holy crap!
It overloaded itself eating things, and then it wasn't ready.
It wasn't ready.
Meanwhile, that ass up there just couldn't take the pressure.
Nope. It crumbled.
Just split wide open.
How about that one?
That one got shot by a lot of guns.
That one was not very happy. It was very discontent.
Yep. I feel like we need a content warning for the ass lurker interactions. Ooh! Oh, he got out. He just got out. You know, this fight has gotten a lot more even than I expected from the opening.
Yeah. Oh, Phase Gun's taking a bunch of damage.
It seems like those Matsars really are very good counters to the Phase Gun, even with all the point defense on it. Ooh.
Taking some mines as well.
Oh, those mines just, yeah.
You're not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss? No, the ass
There was
of the
another
abyss.
dude. You know, ASK is a bit in trouble here.
He has his lurkers left, which are still doing work. I mean, the Revenge
Yeah, they're
Fleet
very-
Duke is dead.
They're very good. He's just a bit outnumbered at this point, but not by a crazy amount. And the number of Matsars is down, which helps a lot. Whoa.
Diligent. Wow.
Oh, that was enough.
Ooh.
Goodbye, lurker.
Yeah, too many Matsars. That's probably it.
Und
Oh.
then there was one.
There can only be one.
2 lurkers enter, 1 lurker leaves.
That's most of your hull. Where'd you go? Oh, you're over there now.
Walk it off. You'll be fine.
Not gonna do well against a mining pike dude. Where did you go? There you are.
To the right, to the right, to the right. Excuse me. Something happened to me. I'm not sure what. You're right. There it is again.
I thought we were gonna go time warp again, but no.
Let's not do that again.
Wow, I just blacked out for a second. Is everything okay?
Sure you did. Get over
God damn
here
it,
and
Nero.
kill it!
Now I have time warp stuff in my head.
When do you not? Oh my god. So many. Why? There's no point to that jump at all.
Yeah, there is some bug in the teleport system. And we've known about it forever, and it's just
There's
Still
bugs
there.
in a lot of things in vanilla.
Like it's teleporting on cooldown to the so it looks to the right.
yeah. There are. You know,
To be
what's
fair,
interesting is that I
it
have
seems
never
to
seen
damage
this.
itself. It seems to
I have
damage
never
itself when it
seen this
teleports.
from Hyperions.
Duke, Liberator. Get
Well,
closer to
it
it.
jumped to the left there.
Come on. It's charging. There he goes to the right again.
Let's do the jump right again.
There you go.
Come on. Dude! Face! In that one's face! Where did it go? Follow the Matsars. All the way up here. Good. If you don't die soon, I'm gonna use speed up.
Hey, don't you dare speed up. It's obviously gonna win.
Where are you now? It's not Charles!
I miss you, Charles. My heart still belongs to you.
You really been watching a lot of that, haven't you?
Actually, yes. I've weirdly gotten back into it, although it is too cringy sometimes. Get that ass.
You absolutely get that ass. Spectre as well.
Duke, come on! Don't die.
The Duke is about to die.
No,
oh, there it goes.
Streamer's curse. Streamer's curse.
Finally!
The Duke was very low health there.
Caster's curse, that was.
That was a great turnaround.
Alright.
Yeah.
90,
Yeah.
100, 127? Nuts. 100, 62, 170, 186, 188, 188, 188.
187, 188, 189, 188.
So nobody bet on the Revenge Fleet, so...
Damn.
Wow.
That's a lot of lobsters that just evaporated into the ether.
As a result, I'm just going to...
Make them think of it. Give them a long, hard look so they can think about what they did.
I'm going to manually just dump a bunch of lobsters on pies.
As a reward.
And I'm pretty sure that's Wasara as well.
Lobsters for everyone.
And I think Rothgar's in here too somewhere? Let's see if I remember what his Twitch is. I think it's capitalized like this. No, there's not a space
No,
in between.
there's no space in between.
I did not set it, no, it just glitched like that. Rothgar Heavenlight, which is a cool name. There we go. The winners have received lobsters in a sort of manual, jank way. Night,
Good
useless.
night, Yasalis.
Bye.
So next is Ark versus Yui. Which...
Yep.
There's just so many missiles.
I don't know how this is going to go.
The question is, does Charles evaporate instantly?
Yes.
That's unfortunate. Ooh, I see. That's a big bet on Yui there.
Yep. Netstack feeling good about it. As does Wasara. Trying to. I don't know why all doesn't work anymore. I swear...
It's Yui then all, not all then Yui. That's what... That's bet, person you're betting on, amount you're betting. A lot of the problems is just lack of syntax.
You know, I find it fascinating that lobsters even became a thing in Starsector. You know what I mean, though? Like...
Look, Voltern is a very important place.
I think it was just, you know, like, look at the things the player had to interact with on the trade screen, right? Supplies, fuel, meat, you know, these are important to running your fleet. Then you've got metal, fancy metal, gas, goop.
Organs.
Right? And then
I've
out
got
of
organs.
nowhere,
I've got organs, you've got organs, everyone's got
lobsters! And I don't think it's unusual that people would latch on to the one thing there that isn't a generic trade good.
It's also interesting because it's the way lobsters' prices work for commodities is entirely different on the back end than all the rest of them too.
Really?
It's like, yeah, it's a different category of thing. It's really fascinating. Like the farther the market is away from the lobster supplier, the higher the price is.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, Alex put in this whole other element to the economy system where you can have luxury commodities, and then there are just no others.
I mean, there's technically luxury goods, but those are counterintuitively a normal trade good.
Yeah. Oh, our Lightning is saying luxury goods. Are luxury goods also have that special thing?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Luxury goods can be made anywhere, though. So the thing is, like, lobsters only come from Voltorb.
Oh, Charles!
Charles.
You died on the 10-second mark.
Oh, Charles.
Oh,
we
those
knew it was coming, but still.
Oh, those high velocity Maxars are so good. And oh wow, yeah. Whew, Lamprey's down. Ramming speed.
But will it ram? Ram, darn you! Before you die, preferably.
Ooh.
Oh.
What happened to that lurker?
It was hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
There's 2 hurricanes.
I grown down.
Mama Dale. Madstar smoke. Don't breathe this.
Entire Metzar salvo sucked up by the swap fortress shield.
Yeah, that's good. Where's that Reaper going? Why is that Reaper going in that direction? Some good Maxars on that lurker.
Where did half your health bar go?
Madstar's.
It disappeared in an instant. This
Matzars.
lurker right here. That was not Metzar's.
Matzars.
It was in front of this thing.
No,
Madstar's.
Madstar's from above. Madstar's from the Thunderbird.
I
Or low
guess.
top, sorry. Low tops from the Thunderbird.
Like
There you
that?
go.
Bam.
Yeah, like that.
Alright, well, that's one of Ark's lurkers dead.
Yeah,
Why are you
after...
ramming that way, sir?
They're moving the rubbish out of the way.
What happened to you? I guess you got rammed? Well, you might die here soon. Maybe.
We'll see.
It's a lurker.
Lurkers don't die, they just go
Where are those
somewhere
going?
else.
They're aiming at the Spectre in the back. Glorious.
Ah, those are nice trail effects.
The Matsars are pretty, I'll give him that.
Oh, that Spectre down.
And a
Bishop
Bishop.
down.
Don't know why those were in front of the mitigator.
Oh, that Legion's
Legion's
overloaded.
Legion's overloaded.
Oh, Cheeky Reaper! Cheeky Reaper hit!
Reaper to the face. Hurricanes.
Half health.
Hex.
Hex shocks.
Reaper. Aw, bounced off.
The shield.
3 Reapers.
Triple Reaper.
That
Overload.
Legion is
Here come
dead.
2 more.
Yeah, that's it.
Legion down. Mitigator down.
Mitigator.
Oh,
Oh.
a lurker died somewhere.
Oh, Yui might have it.
I think Huey might have it. Although the percentages are still very close.
Yeah, still it's too close.
They're
Although,
close, but I don't think Ark has what they need to kill what Yui is capable of at this point.
There's Ghost
Fish on
Vision.
down.
You know, that ship is ignoring the monitor. I'm very impressed with it just ignoring the monitor like that.
Well, it has many
Self-control.
small things in front of it to shoot at.
Just shoot a little more.
And Death Spectre. And some loopy Reapers.
I think
Yeah,
they
what is
ran
causing
into...
that, by the way?
Oh, it lost some armor module, though.
Sorry, Nemo,
It's
what?
still, it's what's causing the Reapers to loop like that?
I
Just
think it
getting
hit
impacted as they
something.
leave, I think.
Yeah, if they hit like a flare or just even like a decorative thing, they can sometimes get impacted. Interesting. Action's a bit slowed down a bit up here.
Gronendale is still alive, but it's not really engaging. It's distracted with a monitor.
Oh, and it's using beams against a monitor. Yeah, that's not going to go great.
Well, it has a plasma lens projector as well. It's just the monitor is slowly siphoning off hard flux. Go, my
Come on,
beanie
rammers.
babies.
Come on, ramming ships, get in there and ram.
Wait a minute. That was a Reaper that was not flamed out.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was weird.
No, what?
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Wait,
How did
what?
that even happen?
Wait, what?
It must have been a Bichon ambush.
What
Can a
even
single,
happened?
a
Mama
single
Dale,
mission
no.
can take down a capital?
The shell does not have regeneration on it, so it must have just been slowly getting damaged.
Oh, it doesn't have regen.
It's
Well,
unique.
that's weird. I thought that was just a basic thing in Starsector ships now.
Why did Bichon die? I think Yui's 2 remaining ships are right here, aren't they?
It might have died to the beam spam left over from the Gronendale dying. Because they're still
That's
there.
true. Those fighters are still. Those wraiths are still out there.
That's true. The ghost of Charles. The Bichons are almost out of CR, that's true. So the main thing is to kill this Legion, which these 2 ships should be capable of doing.
They
They're
just
just
decided not
kind
to.
of not.
The AI is like,
weird.
you know what? I am not feeling this today.
I'm just gonna go home, take a break.
Go this
I'm
way.
gonna
apparently.
I'm gonna ram a flare. I'm gonna ram a fighter. That's what I'm doing today. I'm ramming a fighter.
Today's a good day. Gonna have fun today.
It's not even killing the fighters. There you go, shoot it some more.
Wait, why isn't it shooting? Does it not have guns?
The Aegis flak has been distracted with multiple things. Bichon down.
What is the Legion carrying, by the way? I didn't think it was clear.
That's going to die to another shot from that Spectre back there. The Legion is carrying low tops and bafflers. I think it's out of low tops though.
That's right. It's what is it's fighter complement. Oh,
Non-existent.
Holy crap!
beautiful! That was beautiful.
That was full
textbook.
health.
That was
That was like-
textbook.
That was like 20,000 damage.
That was textbook. That was amazing.
Holy crap! What even was that? I mean, it was a ram, right? The ram got the kill?
Yep.
Man,
The
talk
ram did
about,
straight.
talk about assault factory, that. Full health to dead. Now, was it overloaded by something right before the ram?
It didn't have much flux left, so it's possible.
I briefly saw the Legion overloaded. So I wonder, and you know, the other ship was also firing on it. So I wonder if that was a team effort. I mean, it was a team effort, but...
So I think this Thunderbird's mitigator is going to die. So the question is whether our ramming boy here can take care of these remnants, most of which is monitors, it seems.
I think they're going to win on CR, if nothing else, right?
That's true.
Because I...
Bye.
What?
Told you.
Did it not
Low
have
top.
it? Does it not have health regen either?
No.
Ah.
Yui didn't go
Gotta
in
get your
very
health
heavy
regen.
for that.
Well then, this is going to take a while.
Oh, an Era. That would be worth killing. It has some dangerous fighters. Don't ram your friend. Don't ram your friend. You rammed your friend.
Wait, you just killed the spade?
Yeah.
Yep.
You need every ship you can get, friend.
It's not paying much attention to the monitors, although I don't blame it.
Health regen is illegal on it because it has reinforced bulkheads built in.
Ah, yes. That.
Oh. Well then, this is going to take a while. Because monitors. I think if I was running a vanilla tournament, the only thing I'd ban is monitors. And that's a hot take. That's not actually me saying I'd do that, but...
I considered forcibly changing the monitor system to something else. But then I don't know what they would do.
Mine layer.
Yeah, that
Oh
would
my
be
god. There you go. That's gonna be a kill. Right? Right? Really? Right?
I like how we all watched those little missiles.
There's been a lot of bumping happening. Oh, come on, just charge the carrier with 1 hit point.
Nope, gotta shoot these monitors I can't hurt.
Hey, there's a tiny hole in the back.
There is a tiny hole in the back. You want to guess how often that's gonna get a bullet up it?
Not often enough.
Now, if he rammed the monitor, it would die.
That sounds smart. Oh!
Thank you for your demonstration.
Well, shit! Remind me to doubt more often.
Oh, and the arrow died somewhere.
The arrow died. Someone sneezed.
I said if it rammed it, it would die, and sure enough, that's exactly what it chooses to do.
Well, I think congratulations to Yui. Are in order.
Yes. Now, if you'll excuse me, kill the monitor!
Yes.
Kill it,
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it,
kill it, dead, kill it,
Oh my god.
Death to the monitor! Come on!
Monitors are so ridiculous.
Is it gonna CR out before it dies? No, just barely.
There we go.
Oh my god.
You
Congratulations,
lost
Yui.
almost all of our fleets.
Hey, a win is a win.
Oh my. 130... 202...
Good fight. Really good fight, that.
Mm-hmm.
200...
Frickin' Charles getting evaporated at the 10-second mark.
242? I think my math is wrong. No, you know what I can do? What are you worth? You're worth 45.
There you go.
What's USDP? 87. What's 87 minus 45? It's fucking
You were correct. You are correct.
Yeah, it's
242.
242.
242.
Yeah.
242. That was a good showing by both fleets.
Yeah.
Always good to see a Yui win. It's just fun.
Running speed. That Legion kill though. God damn.
Yeah. Omega put a clip of that in my Discord. I knew because that was beautiful. That was textbook.
Everyone has won at least once.
Amazing.
Let's see. Ideo, ASK, Tilt, Arc, Revenge, Yui. Yep, everyone has won at least once.
Nice.
So, sweet.
Yeah, it briefly overloaded, and then it briefly overloaded, then took like 4 Reapers to the face.
Someone sent me that clip I needed in my life. Alright, ASK versus Yui. Arguably the two most fun fleets.
Running speed.
The best part of that clip also includes Stock going, "Oh my god!"
Oh, I want to watch it now. Hold on, I'm gonna watch it. Give me a sec.
I can't watch it. The audio will go on stream. I'll have to look at it later.
Yeah,
I'll probably save it as a highlight.
it's worth it. Oh my god, it is so worth it.
There are so many tournament clips that I'm going to be turning into highlights, I think.
Oh wow, I just watched that clip. That was a very good holy crap. That was an honest holy crap.
Yeah, that's the best part. That's the genuinely surprised by what just happened. Holy crap!
So nobody's betting.
Oh, yeah, no one's betting. It's
We're all
ASK
watching the-
versus Yui.
We're all watching the clip.
We are all watching the clip.
In fairness, ASK versus Yui, both of those are like really fun to watch fleets. It would be hard for me to pick.
Now, I don't think ASK has... they're not spamming missiles, so Charles might survive past 10 seconds. How do you think those afflictors are going to handle the ramming ships? Because the ramming ships don't regen. So I think the afflictors might just pick them apart. I don't know. We'll see.
Did you guys notice the DME updated, by the way?
No.
The Salt Meat Crayon? Yesterday.
Cool.
Well, I thought it was interesting.
Apparently the
No,
Thunderbird
it's
killed.
cool. I'm
Apparently,
looking it up right now.
apparently the Thunderbird killed the Afflictors in testing.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can see that. The Matsars would catch the Afflictors. What else is the... No, wait, no, the Hex Cannon would also do it, wouldn't it? Right, because it has tracking. Alright. Here we
Let's
go.
do it. Lurker
Lurker
time. Lurker time.
Sorry,
Ooh!
Charles.
Hi, Charles.
Another
Damn it,
immediate
Charles.
death.
It was Reapers that time.
Yep.
Poor Charles. Man, that sucks. Sorry, Yui. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh!
Dead Saluki.
Early dead Luke as well.
Yeah, the high-speed Masters just chase it down.
The Saluki is one of the most delicate parts of ASK's fleet.
Yeah.
Oh, the Duke's mines just deleted a bunch of Matsars. Very good.
Nice. I saw that. That's weird what was happening there. That shield is in the wrong direction.
Ooh,
That
Oh,
phase
Phase
gone.
gone.
is dead.
Phase
Down
gone's
to
down.
Bathars.
Took out a Lamprey with his death explosion.
Yay!
True. Excelsior eats a hex shot.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a good deflection.
Lamprey Jones being killed.
Yeah, those mines are doing good work.
They are. They're
Yeah, they're
blocking a
doing-
lot of missiles.
The
Rhododale
ram.
is under pressure from a variety of small ships, including an Excelsior. Slowly dealing damage with all the lasers, though.
Those lurkers are doing really well.
They are.
Oh, they always do well, but
I'm just going to eat 3 Reapers and Overload.
choice.
That Excelsior's going to die to mining lasers, it looks like. The Rhododale might
I don't
die
know.
before
Very
then.
hard to survive. It gets out. It gets out. It gets out. It gets out.
Yeah, its hull is regenning.
It might be difficult for Yui's mitigators to chase down and kill the lurkers. Rhododale's dead.
Oh, Mama Dale.
Rhododale just teleports in the wrong place.
ASK's lurkers might actually win this for him.
I think they're going to. Yui just can't chase them down, so they keep teleporting out, teleporting back.
And Yui lost Charles, so...
Yeah. Well, there's an Afflictor down.
Oh, come on. I thought you were going to ram the mitigator for a second there. Dude.
Yeah, I thought so too. Mitigator attempts to ram, but doesn't hit anybody.
Nope.
Yeah, there's the armor module. You know, it just teleported to the right again, even though it's definitely winning because it's outnumbering them 2-1.
Yeah, I don't
It just-
understand it.
So it's not losing. So I wonder why it did that. It's very strange.
And Excelsior died somewhere.
A moment of silence for our Lord and Savior
Excelsior!
Charles, who has died for our sins.
Ram the Duke. Duke.
Yeah, the mobility of the... Oh, another Afflictor down. The mobility of the lurkers has just been really
yeah.
good. Yeah, sorry, my brain just went away for like 20 minutes.
You weren't even aiming at somebody to ram them that time. You almost got that Afflictor.
That would have been spicy.
Would have been.
That effect's still alive as well. Someone needs to breathe in it for it to die, but that's effect's still alive.
I mean, its CR is out, so if it does a critical malfunction, it'll probably die, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yui
We're all
could
watching-
win this
we're all
by
waiting for it
CR
now.
if ASK doesn't get enough pressure on.
Yeah, it's not ending as fast as I thought it would. They need to get like one, it just needs the rams. If it can
Like
catch a
that?
lurker on cooldown, yep,
Two goes
like,
down.
exactly like that.
Afflictor goes down.
And like that!
Nice!
Ram on the lurker. Lurker goes flying.
Oh my god, the ramming! We need to talk about the ramming, and then the ramming happens.
That was beautiful.
What physics was that?
That was amazing. Nah, it's the physics I love. It's the physics I'm still sad to this day that they removed this, the singularity missiles.
If I
There
ever
goes the
run
Excelsior.
Psy, I might commission somebody to put the singularities back the way they were.
Is that a heavy autocannon gonna get the kill?
I don't think
The
I have
armor,
any
the
cannon.
armor's still there. The armor's still there.
Breaker firing again, just enough.
There it goes.
Yeah. The inaccuracy of the gun actually got the kill, because if it was dead center, it would have hit heavy armor.
That's true.
An Afflictor implodes on itself. I think it's Lurker versus Mitigator. So the question is
it going to ram?
Is it going to
If it
get rammed
rams
or
at
not?
the right time, it'll win.
Yeah, it needs to ram.
While the phase is on cooldown. Oh, there's that bug.
Yep.
This might take a while.
All it needs to do is ram it. If the Lurker
All
gets
you
rammed,
need
the Lurker
is
loses.
ram.
What's the central hull like?
All
The armor's
you
gone.
need is ram.
The Mitigator is at
ram.
about half. It does not regenerate.
Ramming's all you really need.
Come on. What we need is for the Lurker to get really, really cocky and just sit in its face for a bit.
Yeah, although in this case the bug will be to its advantage because all it needs to do is chip away.
Yeah.
Because it regens and the other ship doesn't.
Nav buoy at location beta lost.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh,
That
that
would
was-
really be it.
Correct
That was-
teleport.
That was a great. That was like a player teleport.
That's what it needs to do. It's not capitalizing on it much, though.
I think the Lurker has it just by attrition. And there it is, to the right.
It's capping the objectives.
Oh my god.
What is it with the venting?
I don't know.
Jumping behind again. Real good jump.
Right there's
And
the
Those are
timeout.
real good jumps.
I think this is it, unless it jumps away.
Who sent all these babies to fight? It jumped very far away, in fact.
How did it even get that far? Wow. Lurker lurking. Lurktastic.
Okay, come on, Lurker.
You can do it.
I just want the Mitigator to come screaming in from off screen.
Meow.
Well, the thing is, because the ramming is so lethal, either ship can do this.
Oh yeah, all it will take is a ram into... Oh, why'd you vent there?
Why do you keep venting for no reason?
Well, there's a certain logic to venting when you're like, you don't want to take massive hull damage, so you take a little bit of hull damage, but that doesn't count. It doesn't take into account the hull regen. It's just the wrong tactic. How is the CR on that ship?
This one is still at 70, with fighters at 55%. This one is at 48 and dropping.
Okay.
I don't think that.
You know the hull is. Why did you just vent?
Exactly, it's the point. It's venting. Like, it's not venting just. It's venting when it's under sustained fire.
Yeah.
Now is when you vent.
Yeah. I mean, the Lurker did. The Lurker could not take this ship.
I mean, let's not
one-on-one.
criticize the vent strategy too much. It is still alive.
I guess so. I mean, all it needs to do is wait it out
33?
at this point.
Hull
It-
regen efficiency sharply drops with CR loss.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
Not sharply enough, but you know.
No, it's considerable.
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
I wish
Besides,
the hull regen would stop at zero.
whenever the time acceleration comes in, the CR just rockets down as well. The CR speed is also based on time
No,
acceleration.
no.
Why? Stop doing that!
Just keep your shield up and fire your guns. That's it. It's just bad venting. It could have just tanked that out.
Yep. That was it killed itself by just venting at really bad times for no reason. It was nowhere near half flux. Never mind full flux. It was just venting for no reason. Why was it venting so hard?
I don't know. Closest fight I think we've had, by the way.
It's remarkable how little
yeah,
finishing
really good
power
fight.
both those ships have. Oh yeah, no, it's a fantastic fight. Those you mentioned the rams, and we're like, well, we'll see if they ram, and then instantly 2 ram kills. That was awesome.
Damn, close.
Yui should have had that, especially considering that Yui lost a ship immediately and then almost brought it back.
That was close, yeah. We do have one more Yui fight at the end, though.
Excellent.
But first, Tilt versus the Revenge Fleet.
But first, a message from our sponsor.
It's crotch powder. Has your crotch been itchy? Introducing our patented asbestos blend.
Thago, why?
Because sometimes your crotch is itchy.
And you want to put cancer on it. Asbestos crotch powder.
Interestingly, as an aside, while we wait for the bets to go through, I know that, for example, when Alien Isolation was in development, they had a specific voice pack for the alien, so that whenever the alien did something, it would say what it was doing and why. It would like there was a voice pack of like some guy in the studio required like just recorded voice lines of himself like saying, "I'm searching here because I heard a noise" or something like that, so they could understand and fine tune the alien's AI. I want that first of all, I want that as a DLC for Alien Isolation because that'd be amazing. But I also want like things like that, like whenever a decision like that happens, like the words appear above the ship. What triggered that decision to happen?
That would
Like, it's
actually be
venting,
really useful
why?
for modders.
Yeah, that would be very helpful to have like to have AI decisions explained. At least not all of them, depending how fast they happen, but like whenever a decision to use a SIP system is done, or whenever a decision to fire like a massive salvo is done, like sometimes it's obvious, like massive salvo, why? Because it's got no shields and it can hit it. But it'd be interesting to see like why is it deciding to vent at this point, for example. What triggered that decision to happen?
We should.
There-
That sounds like
there
something
is-
that Alex should be told about, or somebody.
There is a mod that displays the current AI flags, but the current AI flags don't tell you all the information. It just gives you like some insight into the AI state, but not a huge amount.
Right. See what Yui just said. That's why I said we should tell Alex about that because a lot of it's obfuscated.
Just reverse engineer it, it's fine.
Just rewrite the AI.
Yeah, just reverse engineer the entirety of Starsector, it's fine.
It is actually interesting that it's that we have had the ability to write custom AIs for Starsector for 5 years, 10 years, not 10 years, maybe
Wow.
more than 5 years. All the API tools have been there, and there was really only one attempt ever made, and it was bad.
Well, there's also the overhaul that nobody uses. Archaon Order. I think it does something like that.
That's true. It has more custom AI as well. Oh, these phasagons,
Aren't dead yet.
they aren't dead yet. Why aren't they dead yet? Do they have point defense? Weird.
The Matstars were aimed at something behind them.
Ah, the Matstars didn't explode, or they didn't burst.
Plus, this is an Ark's fleet. It's not as many Matstars.
I think Arc also has the speed boosters on their Matstars.
Yes.
Nemo,
Okay.
there are a lot of guns firing.
Yeah,
A lot going on here.
a lot of Deca. I'm sure. I was like, who's fighting again? I have to double check because everyone's got lurkers, everyone's got Dobermans, there's like multiple fleets with phase guns as well. I was like, what's
Yeah.
happening right now?
Oh, there's a Phasagon.
Whoa. Yeah.
Just pounds that ship.
Yeah, ramming that ass. Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. May I just say, Nemo, that you were a joy to co-host alongside.
Wow.
Right?
Like, I was like, wow. Like, I would be very hurt if I were you, Laurel. Oh my god.
What? I would say that Laharl is not. I'm not sure we've ever co-hosted together, Nemo.
Yes, we have. Back when I was like hosting at the very first tournaments, you co-hosted once or twice. We hosted a couple of times.
Well, I know I was like, I moderated your chat for a bit, but was I on voice?
Which is because I made you moderator because you were a co-host.
Oh my god, I forgot. You're right. Well, shit. I'm just the worst. I am the worst.
You heard it here, folks?
lurker down.
Chicago is the worst.
It's
Yep.
okay. Kiss
And
and
Apparently
I am a
I'm,
bean.
You are a bean. I am a demonic chihuahua.
Facts.
Facts. Starsector facts.
Oh, oh!
It's okay. All
Multiple
you have
shots?
to do is write fan fiction about each other, and it's all okay.
No, Skype needs to write fan fiction. Come on.
Skype on wood.
Pomeranian goes down. No.
Yeah.
You know,
Not
that
a
Grand
pun.
Salvo somehow managed to not shoot down the Natsars over there. That was interesting.
Those Pomeranians are too aggressive for what they are. And I don't know if that's a problem with this fleet or a problem with the mod. I think it's a problem with the mod. Which means it's now my problem. Ooh.
Oh! Good shots into the Star Liberator there. It's
Those
Liberator,
plasma
right?
lens always hurt.
Is it Liberator?
Yes, Liberator. Not a church
Liberator.
Liberator, but yeah.
Reapers. Reapers.
This is actually quite interesting to watch, you know, trying to see what's happening here, because this.
Slow duels between the Dukes and the Phasegons while a Lurker plays with the Doberman.
Yeah, it's a remarkably even match right now.
Yeah, it's actually sort of quite.
It really changes the dynamics of the. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't put it into words, but it's like this is oddly like enthralling.
Both the Phasegons and the Dukes have the power to kill each other, but they both back off before the fatal blows because they both know that.
Phason's taking the damage.
It's very careful fighting.
Yeah, there's been a lot. There's a lot of thought going into this fight. The area is like trying to do like long range like Reaper snipes as well.
The Duke has the advantage right now. It could press it. It's not doing so though.
Okay.
I mean, those Reapers are connecting. It just
No,
it needs some pressure to help get the shield down, and then the Reapers can go through.
Oh,
Okay,
both
double
Dukes
dukes on
working
the single
together?
phase gun. They pushed it out of range, unfortunately.
That way.
They pushed it out of range. And they pushed it out of range and started healing.
Yeah, they almost had it there. Those mines.
Ooh.
Now, what has the mine system? It's the Dukes, right?
Yes.
The dukes had the mindset.
I mean, it's one letter off of Doom, so.
Like the
Oh, the
Spectre's
Dukes
Masters
are out of
almost killed the
CR.
phase gun as well, but just
The Dukes are running out of CR, this one particularly. Although the Phasegons are completely out of CR, so never mind. I guess it's more equal than I thought.
huh. Yeah.
Bye,
Wait, how did the
Grega.
Phasegons lose CR? Well, I guess they're phase. They're phase. That's how they lose CR.
Phase
Yeah.
and time accelerated, just like the Dukes. That's the
Right.
problem with time acceleration. It does run you out of CR faster.
If time passes 3 times faster, it's just you run out of CR 3 times faster.
We do have a single lost module here. One of the Phasegons has imploded.
They also got temporal. They also got temporal shell as a system, which stacks as well. So
Right,
it's like
you're right.
Even faster.
Yeah, this one's just sitting here at CR0.
It can't do anything. It can't do anything.
The
You
Liberator
can
will
maybe shoot if it's in
maybe
range.
eventually kill it.
That's probably it. I don't think Pure Tilt's fleet. I think it got stood off long enough that I don't think it has it left.
There's technically 6. That Doberman is still there.
Yeah, that Doberman might do stuff. That's true.
It lost 2 modules now? Or is it just... Yeah, it's lost... No, it still had the 3rd one.
Oh, that's not going to be good, though. It has no rear guns at all. It doesn't even have point
shield.
defense.
Good teleport.
Yeah, really. Ooh,
Yeah, if the
nice
Doberman
shots
can
there.
be properly taken out here, then I think Tilt will have lost.
I think it is currently regenning. There it goes. There it goes. It actually took damage. Maybe? Yes.
That's ours.
I like the emote speak. What you up to, Liberator? There's something up your arse you might want to take care of. Okay. No? Ah, well. Don't
That's
get
fine.
yourself killed.
Do, 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 do. Just liberating things.
Just Liberator things.
Yep.
I mean, Liberator I don't think is going to die, unless it does something incredibly stupid.
Cast just curse, cast just curse, cast just curse, cast
It just explodes. We have no idea why. It just explodes.
Yeah. You just see the bottom of the screen like /kill. It's like, what? No!
I don't
Something used to
actually
the
know how to
console.
use kill on specific ships. I don't know if you can.
Gronendales, it just dies for no reason.
I still have no idea why that died.
We're going to have to examine some of the clips.
We're
We're going to have to
I
perform
want it
forensics.
to be. Can you make a ship system hidden?
You can, you can definitely have a bit of
Okay.
extra code on one of the hull mods or something.
That's like after like random number generator. After this time, detonate the ship.
You probably
Hey, I
could
think
do
that
that, yes.
Paragon actually fired. The Paragon's firing.
Oh, it can fire. It has no CR. It can still fire the guns if they're active.
Which they are. Both of them are
Yeah.
active and are doing damage. And the Liberator is not shooting at it. Thank you, Lurker. And I
I
got.
was gonna say, does the regen stop on CR0?
It doesn't stop completely. It should, but
Okay. The regen is so strong that it's CR0 when nothing else functions. It's still going.
yeah. Liberator almost did something incredibly stupid.
So that ship's out of CR2, right?
Yeah, the dude's out of CR.
Yeah, it's at CR0. The Era is not going to get killed by it, barring a dumb decision. The Lurker is still at 70. The Lurker's probably going to do all the cleanup.
Lurkers really are MVP. There are great ships with this set of hull mods and everything.
A hull mod called Emergency Flex Tape. At 0 CR, things just start working again.
Honestly, I think Lurkers would be, like, really neat choices even without all the hull mod nonsense. I just like them.
No, they're provably very good.
Yeah, I'd love to see how they do without it. Because they also suffer from the fact that they're ambush hunters, but if they don't get the kill, then their target also completely regenerates. So it's not the hull mod is not purely good for them.
Is that it? That's it. The
Yep.
Revenge Fleet takes a win. No,
Another one,
Yui,
in fact.
it's good to give you ideas. Take more ideas. Alright, let's see. 95. I hate math. Hold on, I'm gonna get a calculator. 95 plus 8, 16, 24, 36? Is that how 8's work? No, it's 32.
Count what's alive.
Plus 2. Hold on. 129 plus 27 is 156. There we go. Okay. Going to make a ship that eats debris and grows out scaffolds and builds on itself to turn bigger and bigger as the fight. Please do that.
Wait, I
yes.
love that. Make
Sounds
that, please.
amazing.
That sounds awesome.
Absolutely.
I think you could get somebody to pay you to make that. First. Right. ASK versus ARC. This is going to be interesting. What Yui does with code is getting impressive lately. Like, genuinely.
Okay.
So, while I do think we're going to see an immediate death on ASK's side due to the Matsars, I wonder if ASK is capable of doing enough damage quickly enough to cut down Ark's missile pressure.
Good question. My thing about those super high-speed missiles is that they get around, like, phase systems and stuff. The phase ship thinks it's safe, and it, like, teleports somewhere, and it's not safe. It's within insta-kill range. So, we'll see.
What's the trade-off for thrush missiles?
I think maneuverability goes down. I remember.
Man, Laharl, you're taking a stand. Betting 21-12.
Yeah, it does get cancelled by ECCM if you stack that on with it.
So the ECCM gets rid of that malice pretty much.
More or less, yes, it does.
And ECCM has its own velocity increase too. It's not just maneuverability.
Right. Which is, slightly an issue.
It's a really good hull mod in vanilla because nothing else boosts the missile performance. But it's one of those things that just it stacks. Oh, and Yui says that Thrushes also doubles the range.
It does, yes. That's where you got some of those cross the map Reapers from.
Gotcha.
Right, the bets are even. In we go.
Cool, let's do this. Here comes the Reapers. 4 Reapers in.
The Lurkers are up first, and the Lurkers are not dead.
The Matsars split their fire. So each of them took half their health damage.
Bishon dead.
And now they're going to retreat. And
I
then
heard
they're gonna be good again.
Saluki time stop noise.
Oh, no!
Lurker's dead.
That is
Saluki
so
is
scary.
dead.
That is terrifying. That reminds me of like Clarion bursts when Templars were around.
Oh god, there it is. I love that knockback weapon.
Yeah, be careful with which consonant you use there, Yui.
Ooh, there's the other lurker. The Matsars just murder it. And oh god. Oh god. They loop back around.
Yeah.
They do like,
They're
oh my
terrifying.
god.
They are terrifying.
Oh my god.
They're so maneuverable that if they miss, they just do a 180 and come back and hit the other side.
Oh, that was just brutal. That was like
Excelsior solo!
so many ships. You can do it, Excelsior. I believe in you. But not enough to bet any lobsters. Well, that was the thing.
That was fast.
That was deleted. That was
the thing that just happened.
That was the thing that happened so hard. Oh my god.
Wow. I was like, oh, that Phasagon, it's gonna go down, but it'll take a while. Nope, it's dead.
28.
Okay, well done.
Well then, that's a.
That was an SO speed match.
That was fast. That was the fastest match we've had today.
Probably.
By like a factor of 10.
I wasn't prepared for the blue screen of death. Yeah, that's basically what Ark's fleet is right now. Our very last fight is Yui versus the Revenge Fleet.
Yes.
Charles, I believe in you.
Come on, Charles.
Yeah, Charles actually has a chance to exist now.
Charles did so well in their first fight. Like the first 2 fights. And then just deleted.
Come on, Charles. Believe in the power of friendship.
Bird Pie sinking all his lobsters into his revenge.
You know what? This is the end of the tournament, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
last fight.
Last fight. Oh man! You know what? I'm gonna bet on Charles too.
Betting on everything on Charles.
Oh,
Betting
Christ.
everything on Charles.
I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but
Nope.
we'll see. Oh man, everyone's doing it! Everyone's doing it!
Except the system is rejecting Yui's attempts to do so.
Well, you gotta put the name before the all.
No, she
it's,
did
it's,
that,
it's
and
working.
it still
It's
didn't
working.
work.
Yeah, it's sometimes it just. Everyone's like, "You're."
Christ.
Nemo, you are a trendsetter.
Yes, I am. We believe in Charles. Charles, now do the funny thing and get instantly deleted. Like, I know what happens. People who know my stream know that Nemo luck is a thing. So let's see what happens.
I think this is the most lobsters that have ever been bet on a single match. 31,000 frickin' lobsters. Is the protagonist.
Meanwhile, Lightning's just like, nah.
and the problem is, the few people who are betting on the Revenge Fleet, if the Revenge Fleet wins, United
They make
far
lobsters.
behind you, so we aren't in the splash zone. Oh my.
Remember, Charles, should you fall, we are right behind you. Like 5 or 10,000 miles behind you.
Here we go. There goes Charles.
Charles!
Lurker
Charles!
fight!
Charles with Looker fight!
Looker fight!
Jesus Christ!
No!
Charles is
Goodbye.
dead!
So
Charles.
close! He was teleporting. Frickin' Matsars.
Goodbye, Charles.
Well, there goes all our lobsters. At least we dragged many other people into this too. Wow, this is actually going quite badly.
Mama Dale comes in and gets immediately half health.
Oh god. Please tell me it has the whole regen.
No.
No.
It has very
You know,
good
I-
Mama
shields.
Dale.
I just want to say I am super impressed that Yui has even gotten this far without the whole regen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you used it sparingly a few times, but not much. Goodbye, Gronadale.
Well,
No. Mama
Well-
Dale, no.
I think a lot of people are losing a lot of lobsters.
Probably, yep.
Yes.
Charles.
You never know, it might be a chain
Charles.
reaction ram kill.
Boom, 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 boom.
We've seen it before.
Charles, you're not in charge.
Oh, well, I wasn't betting on you, I was betting on Charles.
I
Wait,
wanted
it just-
you to ram kill them! Not your
Not a-
friend!
Is this the heel turn? Is this Huey's heel turn episode?
Yui's like, aha, I stole everyone's heart, and now I steal their lobsters. Well, it's not a shame.
Oh my god.
No.
Not a shame.
Nope, you destroy some ass, it's fine.
Ramming maneuver. Oh,
Oh,
I
it
didn't even
didn't
break
work.
a
Oh.
shield.
That's weird. Normally the Rams has so much more damage than that.
But I think
That was
how
actually
fun
legitimately
it is
strange.
To watch directly correlates to how vulnerable it is to low tops / Mazars.
Oh man, this is brutal.
Possibly, ASK.
Go Ram Spectre! Go Ram Spectre!
Oh, well.
Don't be disheartened. Don't be disheartened. The spirit of Charles lives on. The spirit of Charles lives on.
There's nothing living on here.
The spirit of Charles. Believe in the heart of the
man.
Charles.
Trust in the heart of the Charles.
Trust in the heart of the Charles.
And one last win for
no.
the Revenge Fleet.
Nope.
Very little loss. 27? 27.
Yeah, that was rough.
So now, the three of us need to agree on entertainment scores for our finalists here. We'll start with
Before-
ASK. So I'll pull up a thing that had ASK's fleet in it. So ASK's fleet here, we're still doing 1 to 10. So what are our thoughts about ASK's fleet? Kind of considering previous performances, but mostly what's in front of us.
I liked the fleet. I thought it was very fun to watch. I thought it was very fast.
The speed was definitely huge. The Sayuri, for God's sake, was gorgeous to see sometimes.
Yeah. In terms of fun, ASK fight. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8 sounds fair, and an 8 is like the most common number ASK got as well. Oh right, lobsters. How about you, Nemo?
Very much. There's definitely an 8. Definitely, it's very enjoyable, very, very fun to watch.
Yeah, no, I'll give in to peer pressure because I more or less agree. ASK gets an 8 from me, I would say.
It was fun. It's always fun to watch.
And then there's pure tilt, which is where's tilt. So tilt started the tournament with, originally it looked just like Nix's spam, but then I think you were here for this, Thago. We noticed no, it's Nix's spam anchored by this really good frickin' Doberman.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was kind of like, even though it was a somewhat abusive fleet, it was well designed. And while it has continued to be a Nix's fleet throughout its future iterations, it has continued to do interesting things, like these Phasegons, I would say.
I didn't have quite as much fun watching it as ASK's fleet, so I think it needs to be lower than an 8. But I also didn't have a bad time watching it, and sometimes the Phasegons did really cool things, and sometimes they just died.
Right.
When they just died, that was also entertaining to watch.
That's true. Yeah. I'm either thinking a 6 or a 7, but I could be talked into either one of them.
Well, what are you thinking, Nemo?
I'm thinking maybe a 6. Like, I've enjoyed it, but there have been funner fleets to watch.
You know what? I'm gonna say 6 as well, so I have the room to give someone 7 if I want to.
Yeah, I'd say a 6 is. Well, if I was being forced to, I'd like to say this thing like 6.5.
If you want to give it 6.5, I could vote 6.5. It's your calling. You are
It's your
a man
tournament.
of the rules.
It's your tournament.
Because I respect that Tilt continued trying to iterate on interesting ideas.
Give it a 6.5 then. Sure.
And then there's Arc, which I do feel a bit bad about, because this was apparently not the more interesting thing Arc wanted to do, but this is what we had. Arc's...
But it worked. It was fun to watch as well. I mean, it definitely did the damage. Like, it came in and it shook things up when it came in, because the fights were always dynamic.
Yeah. Like I also had fun watching this fleet.
I had great fun watching Legion get pretty much 100 to 0.
But is that the credit of this fleet, or is that the credit to? I think that credit goes to Yui's fleet.
It does go to Yui's fleet. But it's
For
still
me,
in general moment.
Like Arc's round 1 fleet, I was not very fond of, because it was just missile spam, and admittedly there were some rules oversights on my parts. But Arc's second round fleet was really interesting. That's when they brought in those Bichons, and went for Dukes as well. They sort of split the hair of missile spam, and then this really high violence phase ambush strategy. It was really fun to watch. And now we have a blue screen of death that still has the Bichons in it, sort of incidentally. And so I feel very conflicted about my feelings.
I'd give it a 7.
You think so?
I think a 7 is about where I'm at, but you can disagree. We don't have to all give the same score.
No, we don't.
Can
If we give different scores, I take the average.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna say 7. I enjoy this fleet.
I'm not gonna be the foreign judge that either gives 0s or 10s.
Either yes, I like, or no, die.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed the Bichons. They were really good, and they did a lot of darting around. And what's that to the right of the Legion?
to the right. That was a tramp. It's just a low top carrier.
Yeah. That's the one ship that died to stop Ark getting shame at one point, I think.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I'll
what do
give
you-
it a 6 as well.
6 and a 7. I think.
I'll keep it on my 6. Yeah.
And what are you thinking, Bahara?
If I had been judging the round 2 fleet, it would have been a 7, maybe even an 8. But the blue screen of death hurts a bit, so I might have to go to a 6 myself, which is roughly a 6.5 since you said 7, Thago. I believe.
I liked it. What can I say?
And then Idiopathic, who takes the gold for lowest entertainment scores throughout the entire tournament. Because round 1 and round 2 was Immortal Leon Burgers. And
Right.
even though Leon Burgers are gone, we are still seeing a very similar strategy.
The only, trying to displace my hate for the Leonbergers, because they weren't here, so I shouldn't judge on them. Some of the fights involving this fleet were just boring.
Yeah. Like it always slowed things down. Always.
Like some of those fights were like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
And it's not necessarily in like it's the meta of the tournament just evolved around like autostruct. But I think it's like you have autostruct on pretty much everything on the dreadnought, and then autostruct on the lurkers, and autostruct I think on the Dobermans as well. It's really difficult to get anything done.
And the modules on the Dobermans.
And the modules as well. So whenever it overloaded, if it was face on, the shields, the module shields will take it. Yeah, I'm not going to go as low as a 2. I'm going to give it a 4.
I would agree with a 4, which
My hatred shines eternal.
averages to 3, roughly.
I do want to say that it is a very, very well-built fleet. It's just that I have to watch it.
And then we have Yui, who I don't think I have to introduce Yui at all.
9. Just. I don't think I'll ever give a 10, but it's 9 is the highest I'll ever go. But like, I like ramming. I like ramming shenanigans. Like, I like the personality of Charles, Mama Dale just coming in and saving ships every once in a while, and
yeah.
I really like ramming. Like, if people haven't seen me, like when I was casting Kingdom of Terror, I really, really like ramming. Like, this ship was not necessarily designed to appeal to me, but it definitely takes all the boxes I enjoy in a fleet.
You were
it's
a
just
lot of the
silly
reason
and fun to watch.
You were a lot of the reason the drill memes took off.
Drill is amazing. Drill is so funny. Drill is so good. Because it's the ludicrousness of it all, right? It's like, this is space combat. Like ramming should never ever be a thing. Like the ranges should never allow it. But it's just so funny to see a massive drill in space and win so handily.
I think this fleet gave me the best moments that were not just like, oh my god, that's a lot of Matsars. Like, even when it wasn't the ramming, there were still really good moments where it was like, oh, look at that teleport, or oh no, that thing just completely suicided. So I'm gonna give it a 10.
Also, the reverse, like Charles comes in and gets killed, but then Yui wins in the end after a very long battle.
Yeah, like that was epic. I'm gonna give it a 10. I am the foreign judge.
I feel like some of Yui's previous fleets were more dynamic. Something about the fights this time from Yui seemed slightly less hype. I'm not sure if that's just me. Like, am I crazy? Compared to the previous rounds?
I'm not sure we can be friends anymore. No, okay. I see. I'm trying to judge based on like today.
Yeah, I'm judging mostly based on today. I'm trying to keep the rest of the tournament in mind, just vaguely.
I can't remember the rest of the tournament, so I'm just judging based on today.
I'm debating between 9 and 10 is what I'm doing.
Well, if we have a 1-9, 1-10, and you're debating between them, is there a debate to be had?
Call it 9.5,
Sure.
which is, probably the highest score we're going to give. And then the Revenge Fleet, composed of Wasara, Burnt Pies, and Rothgar, which is in here somewhere. There it is. So this is slightly difficult to tune because in previous tournament there's Wasara, who had those Dobermans mostly. Wasara had a very tall fleet centered around the Dobermans, whereas Rothgar and Burnt Pies had that sort of like Ludic Church Arma-based fleet that lost every fight it got into, and then had a slightly adjusted version of that also lost every fight it got into. It was a well-made fleet, I think. Just what? Nothing.
Well, I mean, there's, it's always unfortunate when you get fleets that just completely lose out, because they can be decent fleets, but then, in the tournament, a decent fleet is not enough, unfortunately, because people are all bringing their HEs.
It's supposed to be a game, but
I stand by my cheese.
I enjoyed the Dukes, always do. They're all great fun. Lurkers are fantastic. The Liberator didn't really do anything, unfortunately.
I am a big fan of the Garegas.
The armor ships always look awesome. So am I. So they're always awesome.
I had a decent time watching this fleet. I felt like sometimes it got a little stalled, and it wasn't very coherent, which makes sense because there were, 4 or 5 players in it.
3.
Well, shit.
3 with Laharl's advice.
I'll give it a 7. I haven't given a 7 yet.
I think.
Oh, you go.
No, go ahead.
I think I'll give it a 6.
I'll split the difference and call it 6.5 because that sounds about right. It was a good fleet.
It was fun. It was fun at times. Yeah, it had some good moments.
Is there anything else that we feel needs to be discussed besides all of the mistakes Laharl made?
Well, I think...
Go on.
I was going to say, I think you've done a fantastic job running a long-running tournament.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
No.
Solo running a tournament is difficult, and you're hurting cats most of the time anyway.
And by God, when something is unbalanced and the player base gets their salt up, it's just miserable.
Yeah, I think you've done it's been a huge effort, and I think you've done very, very well. It's not easy. It is not easy by any stretch of the imagination, and it's not a small. You haven't done a small tournament either. A lot of people in, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of changes having to happen as well. So it's you've not picked. It's not easy to do, and we're at the end of it. It has finished. It didn't get dumped halfway. It didn't get stopped.
And I'll also say that with the changes, it didn't completely devolve into mono strategy. Like, yes, that whole mod was present, and there were some ships that were present a lot, but it wasn't just like one thing only. So that's good.
It wasn't Falcon P spam.
Yep, that was my tournament. One of them.
Oh, Christ. Well, I
The
guess
the biggest takeaway here is just ban autostruct, like from existence. It's also interesting in this tournament, and the reason I like a lot of tournaments is because it gives it showcases things that many people haven't seen before. A lot of questions in chat about, oh, that looks cool. What was that from? What? That's always nice to see. It's always awesome to spread mod love around.
To compete again.
And it's also interesting to see because one of the first tournaments I did was the first tournament that DME was in, and DME was vastly nerfed to hell and back and rebalanced because it's awesome. It's a really good feedback system for mods.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
and that's
it's
one of the.
Interesting.
Go ahead.
It's interesting to see to see where this goes from here, because the information's out there. We've seen what happens with autostruct. We see what happens if you let autostruct stack with reinforced bulkheads and the armor reinforcement thing and all that stuff. So it's interesting to see to see what happens from here, because anything that happened before this point, okay, fine. I mean, there were some balance changes mid-tournament, but not everything was there. But it's interesting to see what happens now, because now there's a whole a plethora of information that was gleaned from this tournament, and it's interesting. It opens the floor to a lot of new ideas. It always gives a huge boost to interest afterwards, just because it's fun to see things happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
It turns theory crafting into no, let's see this actually happen. And it's not just me doing it in my own tournament preparation stuff. It is it's being put into a neutral, in inverted commas, environment where I don't have any control about this. This is not on my system. This is not on my PC with how my game runs or whatever. This is done officially in the everyone's playing by the same rules. So it provides an environment that I don't think exists anywhere else.
Well,
there you go. And I might join my first tournament next time. Hey, what more could you ask for?
Right?
What more could you ask for from a tournament? This is exactly what we want to get.
Yeah, and I see up further, this tournament made me want to compete again. That's great.
It's exactly what we want.
With the scores tallied, it looks like, I'd have to look actually tally it, but it does look most likely like Ark has won. Which I admit to being slightly disappointed by, because it was mostly missile spam, but I did really enjoy the second round fleet with the Bishons, so...
It's one of those things that the tournament winner wins the tournament and gets the accolades and gets the lobster plushie.
Yes.
But it's the true winners are the friends we made along the way.
Like Charles.
Like Charles, exactly. Like Charles. True winner is Charles. That's what we take away from this. The true winner is Charles.
What I'm disappointed by is that Yui told me that sometimes Charles would have protagonist moments and wipe the rest of the fleet by himself. I'm sad I didn't get to see an instance of that.
Not today. It happened in the first stream when I was there.
Did it? And I've just forgotten?
Yeah, it happened. We had a Charles anime protagonist moment where Charles just came. I think Charles lost in the end, but Charles basically took the fleet down to one last ship and then lost.
I'll have to go back and watch that. Sounds like fun. And that's the other nice thing is that, these are saved to YouTube. They'll be around for people to watch. And presumably, if it was decent entertainment, then there's that.
The ghost of Charles cheers. As well
it should. So I'm going to hold off on talking anything about what I'm going to do next time, because I think Meta wants to run a tournament next, and I'll probably post that, but I'm not going to organize it. What we will probably do, there might, I think a few people asked me to do exhibitions of one kind or another, so we'll do whatever those are. Possibly do it a bit what's the word I'm looking for? Lower profile, so as not to disrupt metal too much, but I think there were a few things people wanted to see. But other than that, I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks for having me. Great to co-host again.
It has been lovely having the both of you. You both have been wonderful to work with. Definitely going to talk to you again the next time I do something.
Great.
Hosting tournaments is always great fun, because it's always really good chat, and it's always just fun to have community come together, stuff like this. It's just always good fun.
Yeah, and I genuinely do like the both of you.
Aww.
Aww.
No.
No. So, if I may exhort at the people watching us, Nemo does streaming fairly regular, and he's just as nice there as he is here. So go and watch him, if you have time and think he's a bean, apparently.
And Nemo has a Discord, too.
He does have a Discord. He does. I should link that. And, Thago, do you stream?
I don't really stream anymore.
You used to back in the day, because I think you're still technically down as a streamer in my Discord chat.
Yeah. Every once in a while I'll stream something, but I do not have a regular schedule now. So that's don't go waiting for me. I don't have any plans to stream for
everyone
the
goes
next
up to
while.
Thago now.
And then, assuming that I get one of the jobs I'm looking for here soon and I can relax, because I will have had a job, I will also be trying to stream somewhat regularly. I won't be around often, but I will. And
Yay.
I may very well be doing something with Doggo and Dewey, and maybe Nemo? I don't know what you play these days.
Well, mostly I've been playing, because it's October, I've been playing Eternal Darkness, like the old GameCube game on my channel.
Okay.
That's basically what I've been playing at the moment. And
So
it's good fun. I'm playing tomorrow.
you're spending your time screaming on stream then?
No, because it's a very old game, so we just spend our time just laughing at things.
Okay, janky then. Got it.
Yep.
All right. I guess we're done. Anything else from you
Yeah.
two?
All right.
Nope. Good to be here, and I'll catch you all next time.
All right.
Bye.
Sayonara.
all.